right. Hello, I'm Jolly,
And I'm Tony.
and this is Table Ready. Now, this week on Table Ready, we have a game that Tony is more familiar with than I am. So I'm going to let Tony take the reins in introducing this game.
Yes. Okay, so for those of you who are uninitiated, Table Ready is a game, or not a game, is a show where we're going to take various games and we're going to show them to you in hopes to get you interested and have them ready for your own tables. We've been focusing on skirmish games for a while now, and this is one such game called Gaslands Refuelled. Gaslands is brought to us by Mike Hutchinson, and the only material you need to buy if you want to play this game is the book. You might be asking me, well, Tony, if I need to only buy the book, then how do I play the rest of the game? Well, that, my friends, is you provide the rest of it. You can literally take a Hot Wheel or a Matchbox and you can slap it on the table and start running it across the board, doing death races and arenas and all that jazz. So this is really a game where you put a lot of work and love into it, or not that much at all, and you'll have fun either way. This does happen to be one of my favorite skirmish games right now, just because it's so much fun to play. You get your cars and you put them on the board, and there's going to be explosions. There's going to be death. It's a death race. And it's all fun. I love it. It's pretty simplistic rules. Once you know the few things, you can just hop right in and get going. Yeah. Anything I miss?
The one thing I want to explain is that, so Tony talked about all you need for this is the book and then some Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars. So it is, the genre of this kind of is model agnostic game. So it's one that you can use pretty much any models for, as long as everybody's using cars or models of about the same size that fit on your board. So I know I'm using Hot Wheels, 3 converted Hot Wheels. What about you? What did you use to make yours?
I don't remember if they're Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but they're those little 99-cent toy cars you can get at the local store or the Mega Mart, wherever.
All right. So I want to ask you this, Tony. How do we want to do it? Do you want to give me a very brief rules reminders since you've played this more than I have, or do we want to go directly into showing off the cars first?
So yeah, I know we've been kind of wrestling with how to present this sort of thing, so I'm not going to do a heavy rules dive. What's going to happen here is I'm going to give you kind of the 10,000-foot view of how a round works, and then as things come up, we'll just nonchalantly say how they work.
Oh, Tony, I've got it. Let's do it this way. I'll ask you, how do we do this? You gave me a brief explanation.
I love it.
So, Tony, how do we go about determining how our cars move?
Yeah, so in this game, there's no measuring tapes. There's nothing like that. Instead, there are predetermined templates. I got mine from the internet, the lovely, lovely internet, and they are made out of acrylic. And they are different maneuvers you can take with your car. So this is a long straight. There's veers, there's turns. So on the start of your turn, you're going to choose one of these templates, put it in front of your car, and you'll roll some dice, things will happen, and then eventually you'll go to the end of that template and either run into something or continue on your merry way. We'll talk about all that later. But we're going to be taking turns, activating our cars, and we're going to be going through these gates that you see here on the board in order. So the first one is right over here.
Wait. Let's try something fancy. Can we go to the Epoch cam real quick?
So this is the first one. We're all going to be lined up right here. And the route for this race is going to be going through the gates in order. So through gate 1, through gate 2. They're going to have to wrap around the board this way, go through gate 3, and then finally
it spins.
End at the finish line.
There we go. That was more spinning than Yep. We'll have to lock it next time I do something spiffy like that.
You're pretty good at spinning it.
So
it's good stuff.
As you saw with the spins, in case you're still with us and not sick, we're going around that way. Now, Tony, why do we do this figure 8?
So we did this figure 8 to increase the amount that our cars will see each other. It's likely that somebody will peel away, and we'll need to make sure that instead of having to just have us speed up, we'll be able to catch them in the crossfire. But that's the 10,000-foot view. Before we get into it, we need to show off some cars. We've got 2 teams going into this. So each person can bring in what's a sponsor. Sponsors provide different perks. Think of it as a team. So up first is Jolli's team. Why don't you give us an introduction to who you'll be racing today, sir?
All right. So, my spinning table. Come on, spinning table. So, what I have here today, it's going to do the opposite of what we said. I want it to spin. There we go. So, what we have here is my team of cars. All 3 beautiful cars here, painted and ready to go. Sean.
Yes.
So Sean's excited about the fact that they're painted. And what we have going on is my sponsor is Slime, which if you think Mad Max Fury Road, it's the main group in Mad Max Fury Road, the Warrior Boys and everything.
They got the Mohawks,
The
and
Mohawks.
the chains and all that.
So that's kind of what we've got going on there. So my 3 cars are Yellow Snow, armed with a heavy machine gun and extra armor so it could take extra hits. We have Ramshackle with a light machine gun, a ram on the front, and a forward-facing harpoon gun. And we'll get into what all those means. And then Tailpipe, who has Mine Dropper on the back. It's a drag car, so it's going to be very fragile, but it'll be very fast. And then also the driver itself is armed with a submachine gun. So those are my cars. And that's who I'm bringing to this death race. Now, Tony, we have yours.
Yep. So I've got 2 cars entering the fray here. I have also chosen Team Slime. Unbeknownst to Jolly, we both picked the same sponsor. But I've gone with Team Synthwave Slime. Got those vibes going on tonight. First, coming around the bend, this is my car, Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen has a forward-mounted machine gun, but I have tricked her out with some special maneuvering tools, some perks from her sponsor. And then now the truck is Manic Monday, and he is there just to kind of tear things up. He's got a harpoon gun, he's got a front ram, and it's going to be great.
Did you do all the freehand on that
Yep,
car?
I did all of this myself, so the decals and stuff was all free-handed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this was one of those aspects where I get a lot of enjoyment out of hobbying. I had a great time painting these up. There's actually supposed to be a 3rd one in this team if we ever play a larger game with them, but I didn't include it now. Plus, they're also not finished, and I didn't want to get fired for having unfinished models. Alrighty, so.
All right. So that's the teams. Now, Tony,
Yes.
the big thing I want to know is we mentioned things like submachine gun, front-facing ram. We said front-facing quite a bit.
Yep.
Submachine gun, all kinds of different stuff like that. What does all of that mean, and how does that come into play in the game?
Yeah, so when you're creating a team for Gaslands, you have a selection of what type of vehicle you want. You have what kind of weapons you want to put on your vehicle. You have which sides of the vehicles the weapons are mounted on, and you can also put perks on. Each of these things you need to spend money on, but because we're in the wastelands, there's no money, and so everything is spent in cans of gas. That's why you'll hear us say we're going to play a 50-can game. We have 50 cans to form into a team. So you spend cans on your cars, your weapons, your perks, and all sorts of things like that.
Okay.
All right?
All right. So we're going to jump into it?
Yep, we're going to be playing a 50-can death race today. First person through the finish line is going to be winning. So for deployment, we're going to do a simple roll-off to see who will have what's called pole position. Think of this as initiative, who's going first.
Right.
So we'll roll off.
Tony is the green dice, and I'm the pink ones.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, there we go. Typical fashion. 2 versus 6.
2 versus 6.
All right. So this means I get the pole position and I place first car?
Yep. So your first car has to be right behind the gate, and it can take one of 3 spots, right, middle, or left.
I will send this one middle.
Okay.
So tailpipe, my
Tailpipe.
drag car is middle.
All right, and now it's my turn. I'm going to ask you to place Dancing Queen on the right side, to the right of Tailpipe. Yes, exactly.
All right. Then I place my next one, correct?
Correct.
My next one is going to be Yellow Snow, and I'm going to take that last front position.
Okay. And I'm going to have Manic Monday take center right behind the middle. We're now on to the second row.
All right. And then I'm going to have Ramshackle. I had to think for a second. Go right behind Dancing Queen. So I have a feeling our harpoon cars are going to try to drag some people backwards.
Yep. It would seem like we have similar tactics here, learning from each other. Jolly and I played this game together a couple times already. I'm actually the person who taught you how to play it, and I got smoked in the demo game. Absolutely destroyed. So we'll see if I can come back with my Synthwave Slime team.
All right. So we've got ourselves set up at the start. What's the next thing we do?
All right, so we're going to dive right into it. So each round has 6 gear phases. There are 6 gears on a car, so there are 6 phases. The wooden die right here, I'm going to change its position. Right there. How's that? Right there? All right, so this on the front that you can see is going to show what gear phase we're in. So we start in 1, and then we'll proceed to 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The rule is a car can activate if its gear is in the current gear phase or higher. So we all start in 1 at the very beginning of the game. So everybody will get to activate, and we'll go back and forth. When a car activates, there are 3 phases into its activation. There's the movement step, there's the attack step, and there's the wipeout step. We'll talk all about all these more, but just know that until we cross the first gate with a car, we can't take the attack step. It's kind of a get the game going mechanic. So we're going to be doing a lot of movement and collisions first off.
So this is our weapons live gate. As soon as a car hits that, weapons are live, whatever systems they have.
All right, so movement step. Here's what you do. Your first thing is you need to choose your template. There is no pre-measuring in this game. Once you've selected your template, you are locked in. You can't put it down on the board and say, I think I want to choose something else. Not so. Once you've selected your template, you do it. So you can only select a template that has the current gear highlighted on it. So in first gear, you can't take a long one because you're not going fast enough.
Tony's mom in the chat is asking, does 3 cars against 2 make a difference?
So it depends on what you kind of load your car out with. That's what saying it's a 50 can game rather than a 3 car game works for, because I may have 2 cars, but I've put more stuff onto my cars. Whereas Jolly has split his over 3. He's kind of banking on, I'm assuming, his little dragster to pull out ahead. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's a little flimsier. So it might be points lost. It might be points well invested.
So it's kind of like quantity versus quality is what we got going on here. I've got more. I'm playing the numbers game. He's got better cars. So he's trying to play the quality game.
We'll see how this can play out. If you ever play a game beforehand, decide what the can limit is, not the car limit, and then you can play from there.
All right.
Okay,
so does this mean I get first pick at movement?
You won the initiative. You have pole position, so you're going to choose your template, and then after you choose your template, I'll tell you what happens next.
All right, Tony, are you ready to explain why it looks like I'm going to be cheating? Have you ever gone against a drag race car before?
Oh, yes. Maybe we don't activate the drag race car first thing.
What are you talking about? Drag race
being
car.
a good example
First
for
thing.
people.
First thing, drag race car. We're going for flavor. Drag race cars don't start out slow. They go quick.
All right, it's fine. All right, he's going to activate the drag race car. It has a special rule where it can take the long first thing.
So instead of going only this far, it could go this far right off the bat because it has jet engines. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step off to the side here. So this long template is what I'm choosing because that's how far I want my drag race car to just take off. I take the front of it and place it against the front of the car. So as centered as possible. And
You don't move your car yet, actually,
Oh, I
Jolly.
don't move my car yet. I got to roll dice. See, this is
Yep,
why
you
this
gotta
is
roll
why
dice.
you're verifying things.
Okay, so why don't you come back behind the table here? We place a template down. The template has plenty of movement. What's going to happen now is Jolly's going to choose to roll some skid dice. I'm going to place these under the dice camera here. These are special 6-sided die that have various results on them. Let's see, there's one more. There we go. There are 4 possible results. The one you want to look for is the gear, is the shift. This allows you to do a lot of things. I'm going to list them very quickly. If you don't remember them, that's fine. You can use shift to go up or down a gear. You can use shift to cancel an unwanted slide spinner hazard, which I'll talk about later. You can use shift to get rid of a hazard token on your car. Shifts are very nice. Now, a spin will get you an automatic hazard, but it'll let you rotate your car after you move it to the end of the template. A slide is a special additional template that you put on. Think of it as you're drifting around a corner. And so your car is going to change its facing, but it's still going to be going forward. We'll talk about that when things slide. And then finally is just a straight up a hazard. If you roll this, then you just get a hazard on your car. Hazards are bad. If you ever have 6 or more hazards, you will wipe out. All right, so Jolly, as the dragster, he gets to choose to roll 0 up to the number which is allotted for the dragster, which is?
Which is 4.
All right, so you can roll up to 4 skid dice.
So this is called the handling stat. So the truck, your truck, which is Manic Monday,
Yes.
Manic Monday has 2 handling. Can roll up to 2 dice to try to do cool stuff. Yeah. The cars, all except for the dragster, have 3 handling. So they can do some pretty cool stuff when they roll their dice or try to do it.
Yep.
The dragster has 4. So
It was made for racing.
it was made for racing. We're going to try this out. I'm rolling all 4. Now, I could choose to roll any amount up to that number, right?
Yes, you could choose to roll 0 if you want.
Nope, we're rolling 4.
We're men here. We roll all of our skid dice.
The dragster tailpipe is taken off. He wants you to see his namesake as he's way out in front of you.
Let's get this.
All right. So
So,
that's horrible.
This is a horrible roll, but this allows us to introduce a very nice mechanic called pushing it. If you ever get a terrible roll like this, you can choose to re-roll any of the dice that you want in exchange for taking 1 automatic hazard.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that because that's a lot of hazards and no shifting up.
You had a, spin result is the last one?
Yes.
Okay. If you wanted, you could have kept the spin result.
Let's see. No, I don't want to. I want to re-roll them all.
Pushing it, exchanging to re-roll all the dice
So-
for 1 hazard.
So I've got 1 hazard so far, and re-rolling, and
That's
that's
much
a
better.
lot better.
All right. So you have to spend 2 shifts, a slide, and a hazard somehow.
All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift up,
Okay.
which increases,
So increase your gear by 1, but shifting up gives you a hazard.
gives me a
Shifting-
hazard. So I'm at 2 hazards, gear 2. I'm going to cancel out the slide, because I don't want to slide.
Yep. A shift result can cancel a slide.
Because if I slid, I'm just going to kind of show them. If I slid, this slide template goes in the front here, and then the side of my car has to go against it. So I would be facing off to the side, correct?
That would not be good in this instance.
That would be horrible in this instance. So I'm going to use this one to cancel out the slide, and I'm going to take that hazard. So I'll be up to 3 hazards.
Okay. 3 hazards is a fine place to be right out of the gate. You have plenty of opportunity to drop them, and you're only halfway to the threshold of wiping out.
All right. So I've gone through rolling my
You've rolled the dice, you've resolved the dice. Now you can move your car to the end of the template.
So now it will move here. I'm putting the back of the wheels against it, and it is moved.
Now, remind me, Jolly, for the jet engine upgrade you have, do you just get to use it, or do you have to take a penalty to use it? How does it work?
That is a very good question. I don't know the answer to, Tony.
All right, so you look that up. We'll resolve that,
You go ahead and do your move.
and I'll go into my move.
Jet engine. All right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be activating, going around the camera. I apologize for walking in front of it so much. So we are going to be moving forward with the Dancing Queen. I have chosen a medium style template. Now here's what I'm talking about when things are highlighted. You see how 1, 2, 3, 4 are highlighted? I can take this template in first, second, third, or fourth gear. I'm in first gear, so it's legal. These symbols below it are an automatic result that I get on top of the rolls. So I'm taking this in first gear. There's a little shift symbol, so I get 1 free shift just for taking a medium movement. So I place it in front, and we are all good there. That's where the end will be. I'm going to go back around to the other side of the table in order to roll some dice. Now, Manic Monday has a handling of 2, meaning I get to roll 2 dice. I have 1 automatic shift from the template, and so we'll see what I can get on the dice. It's pretty bad. It is a slide hazard.
We are doing great with these rolls so far.
We are doing great.
We're going to do more damage to ourselves in this game than we've done to each other in the last 2 skirmish games.
This is great. I love this game because you will be doing so much damage to yourself. I'm going to take an automatic hazard on the Dancing Queen. Ooh, I read the wrong stat. Dancing Queen has 3 skid dice, so I'm going to roll quickly. Roll a third one in there.
That's fine. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and cheat like that.
Yep, I'm going to cheat like that. I'm still going to take, and I'm going to re-roll 2 of them, so it's still going to be happening. All right, much better. So I've got 4 shifts showing on the board. We've got 3 here, and I've got my 1 automatic from the template. I am going to shift up twice. You can shift up and down any number of times. So Dancing Queen is now in 3rd gear. I acquired 2 more hazards from shifting up twice. And I am going to use my final 2 shifts to cancel 2 of those hazard tokens, because that's one of the things a shift can do. It can shift up, you can cancel a slide, a spin, or you can cancel a hazard token you have. So in essence, I shifted up twice, and then I got rid of the hazards from shifting.
Okay, so the jet engine special ability lets me use Turbo Boost special rule.
Okay.
Which Turbo Boost special rule says at the end of that movement, I'm automatically placed on 5 hazards.
There we go. I knew it was something. All right, so I've resolved all of my dice. Would you mind moving the Dancing Queen to the end of the template?
I got a quick question for you, Tony.
Hit me.
Slime's fan points.
Audience votes?
Audience votes. How's the one for hazards work?
Okay, so to kind of tell you what an audience vote is, there are some special rules that thematically these games are being broadcast around the wastelands, and people can vote in on their favorite cars, and then the sponsors can use those votes to do things. In order for Slime to get more audience votes, if they end their activation, a car in Slime ends with more hazards than hull points, then they will get an audience vote, which you can spend later.
Do you know what that means, Tony?
Let's see, you have your dragster. Your dragster has how many hull points?
4.
It has 4 health. And your turbojets sent it to how many hazards?
5.
So that is an activation of the special rule. You, sir, get an audience vote.
An audience vote already, because they love these dragster cars. I told you, it's going to be the way to go. It's the wave of the future, dragster cars on Death Race.
Nah.
All right, so then it's back to me, right?
Yep, this is alternating activation.
Now, can I activate the same car again?
No,
this gear
once
phase?
it is activated, it is done. It cannot be activated until the next gear phase, and you cannot skip a car. You always have to activate them if possible. You can choose which one to activate when, but by the end of the round, everyone has to have activated if possible.
Okay, what I am going to do next, I'm going to activate Yellow Snow next. Yellow Snow doesn't get any jet engine or turbo booster special rules, so Yellow Snow is going to do the medium template.
It's the same template that the Dancing Queen took.
So we're going to put that there, and then I'm going to roll my dice up to 3 for Yellow Snow.
Yep, regular car, up to 3.
So I'm going to roll all 3 because we're early in the game and I want to see if fancy things can happen. Get your dice out of here, Tony.
They're all my dice.
Get those dice of yours out of here, and I'm going to roll these ones of yours in there. There we go. I've got spin, shift, and hazard, and that sounds pretty good to me, actually.
Plus a free hazard from taking the medium template in first gear.
Free hazard? You mean free shift?
Or free shift.
I was like, that doesn't look like a...
I mean, you can take a hazard if you want. I wouldn't mind it.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift up, cancel this hazard, and do a spin. So this one, no hazard, but the shifting up will give Yellow Snow 1 hazard, correct?
Yep, and then taking and locking in a spin result gives you a hazard as well.
Is the second one. All right, so that's all resolved.
That is resolved. Clear
So
the board.
now what I'm going to do is we'll take Yellow Snow. Yellow Snow is going to move up to here, and the spin lets me rotate it.
About your center point.
Center
you can
point.
rotate 90 degrees in either direction.
So
Up to 90, I should say.
we're going to do very slight to the left, just so I start angling away from mine a little bit, but not enough that hopefully I won't hit this. I might be off. It might be a bad idea to even angle a little bit, but that's what I'm going to do.
You've got a couple more turns here before bad things happen.
So Yellow Snow is gone. All right.
All right, it is the time for kind of the same thing as we're all going out. Manic Monday is going to activate with a medium straight template.
And then he goes forward straight and a left turn and another left turn.
My idea with Manic Monday when I was building him is he's supposed to shoot the harpoon out, drag a car back so he can ram into it with his ram, which collisions will be doing lots of damage. You can collide into anything that's on the board. You can collide into another car. You can collide into your own cars. You can collide into terrain. Some terrain might be explosive when you climb into it.
Kaboom!
It's going to be great. All right, the truck. This
All right.
one has handling of 2.
I know.
I get a free shift from the template.
Okay, free shift from the template.
But we'll see what I can roll here.
Oh, there you go.
Shift, and a free shift as well. So I will be going... I'm going to be doing the same thing with Manic Monday. I'm going to be shifting up twice into 3rd gear, and I will be canceling one of those hazards instead of 2 because I only have 1 shift left after that.
Okay. So then you all set?
I'm all set. It's all resolved. Go to the end of the template.
Moving that up.
Now, you might be asking yourself at home at this point, these cars have guns. Why haven't the guns been shooting? Well, if you remember, we had that special rule where until a car passes the first gate, they're not allowed to take the attack step. So we're right now only resolving the movement and technically the wipeout, but nobody has 6 hazards, so we skip the wipeout until that happens.
All right, so now it's the last car of this gear phase.
Yes.
Which is Ramshackle. Ramshackle, I want to see if we can get something going here. So I'm going to choose the gentle turn. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to take the gentle turn, and I'm going to place it like this. So that way, here in a second, we can demonstrate what happens.
Yep.
All right, so Ramshackle has 3 die. We're gonna. Do I get a free shift? I get a free shift.
You get
on
a
this.
free shift on that template in
You know what?
first gear.
I'm not rolling any dice on Ramshackle. Ramshackle is just going to take that free shift up.
Boo. Audience, please, chat.
We're-
Boo.
No,
Boo.
no.
Boo him.
Because
we're men.
I'm
we
gonna
roll
do,
skids.
I'm going to do the first damage.
Boo this
So,
man.
So skid dice.
Bring it.
Skid dice are the best part of this game. They're so chaotic, but they're amazing. I love them so much.
All right. So I'm not rolling any dice. That's just what's happening. I'm taking my free shift up, which gives me 1 hazard, and I'm at 2nd gear.
I'm upset.
And are we ready now? So
This is the beginning of the end.
Ramshackle follows this line, and when we get right here, what happens?
So before you reach the end of your template, you are in collision with something. So it's what the book calls interrupted final position. We don't care about that. It just means it hit something. So in this instance, his car is hitting my car. We now go into a special collision steps. So the first thing that needs to happen is each of us needs to declare whether we're trying to smash, aka damage the opponent, or we're trying to evade, kind of avoid the damage. You got a smirk on your face there, Sean.
No.
Okay.
Ready? Ready?
Your mom is mad at Jolly. She says you're not going to hit my son, are you?
Thanks, Mom.
Not your son, his toys.
Mom, they wrecked my cars.
So,
Okay,
So
yes.
Tony, do you want to take a guess what I'm going to say?
Are you going to attempt to smash me?
Yes.
All right.
I am attempting to smash you.
All right, so he is choosing to smash. Now, I can choose to smash back, meaning try to do damage, or I can choose to evade, try to avoid some of the damage coming in. If we had both chosen evade, then no damage would have been dealt, and we both get 1 hazard. but because both of us said, or at least one of us,
I was about to say,
at
both
least
of us?
one of us said smash, both of us will automatically get 2 hazards. But, so, you declared a smash.
Smash!
I'm going to smash back.
Good.
I am going to go it. All right, so, your car.
So how do we determine what we roll? How much of what we roll?
First, we need to determine what kind of a collision is it. 3 kinds of collisions in this game. There is a rear end, there is a T-bone, and there is a head-on collision.
This is a rear end, Tony.
This is, because you're hitting me on the end. All right, so on a rear end, the dice rolled is equal to the higher gear minus the lower gear. What gear are you in?
Gear 2.
I am in gear 3. So it doesn't matter who has the gears. It's always higher minus lower. So 3 minus 1.
All right.
Or 3 minus 2 is 1.
So I'm going to be rolling 1 die so far.
And you have a ram on that car.
Which is +2, right?
A ram is +2.
So +2.
You're going to be rolling 3 dice.
To your 1.
To my 1 die. How this works is everything on a 4-up is a hit.
And what's a 6?
A 6 is a critical hit, meaning it does 2 points.
Woo! Now if you were evading, how would you evade the attack? We're going to get to that later?
Actually, I'll change my result.
Because I'm not going to get to that later.
I'll change my
I'm
result to be
smashing
an
the
evade.
entire time.
I'll be an evade now so we can demonstrate that.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll do evade.
All right. So okay, so let me roll my hits.
We'll roll the attack first. We see how many hits you get. 3 dice hitting on 4s.
So 1, 2, 3. A
3
6
hits total.
and a 4. So 3 hits total.
Okay. Now, when you are evading, you roll dice equal to your current gear. And for evasion, only 6s evade. And 6s only evade 1.
So you need 3 6s to take no damage.
Yep. So it's very unlikely that I take no damage, but that's fine. For this truck, I put some extra hull points on it for some cans. So, all right, 3 dice looking for 6s. I got 1 6. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same roll that you got. So I dodge 1 and I take 2.
All right, so 2 damage. Earliest damage you've ever dealt in the game so far.
First round, man. All right.
Spectacular.
And then finally, at least one of us declared a smash. So we both cars in the thing get 2 hazards.
2 hazards, right?
2 hazards.
So Ramshackle will go up to 3 hazards.
And Manic Monday's at 3 hazards as well.
Woo! All right, and that's it for Ramshackle.
That's it. And that's it for the round. So we are now on to Gear Phase 2, if you would like to change the die.
Boom.
For a death race, the pole position or initiative, if you remember, simply passes to the next person after a gear phase is over. So I have pole position, meaning I go first.
All right.
Any questions so far?
No, not so far.
Any questions from the chat, dear producer?
No, not yet. Jared asked if this is at East, and I said yes. And yeah, no.
Yeah, all
I'm
right.
very upset about him hitting you.
Cool.
Adjust the camera to the middle. So
Yep, we'll get a new shot lined up so you can see all of the business.
Now,
Do people like a side shot better for this, or do people like the back behind them looking at the action shot?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
So the way we had it first, you were kind of looking at the car's backs.
The problem was your terrain was blocking the camera.
Gotcha.
So the cars were hiding behind it.
That makes
so
sense.
I think right here is going to be good because we're going to see everything up through that gate at the moment, and then we'll switch it once we get up in a little bit more action.
Alrighty.
Movable camera.
So I'm up first.
All
I'm
right.
going to be choosing Dancing Queen to go.
All right.
And I am going to choose the Gentle Turn template. And there's a special reason why I'm doing this. So I'm going to be choosing the Gentle Turn template. And, I didn't choose one with a high enough turn. I wanted to collide into the side here.
I was wondering there. I was like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure that one will just barely miss for now.
It ended up barely missing, but because of that special rule where I'm locked into one once I pick it up, I can't change my mind. I still get a free shift from taking this. Well, no, I'm in 3rd gear, aren't I?
You are, so no free shift.
No free shift.
There's no, on the 3rd gear right here, there's no symbol for a free shift.
Messed up. It's only round 2 of the game, and I've already messed up big time, but this is fine. I was going to get a special...
See what happens?
I was gonna activate Slime's special pinball rule.
Bum, 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 where you bounce off the side.
Yeah,
Nope.
but didn't happen, so we're just going to try to roll to see how I can change things up here. Alrighty. We've got a slide, a shift, and a hazard. You know, I'm not upset about the slide result.
All right, all right.
I think it would be a great time to demonstrate, so I'm going to use the shift to cancel the hazard. I'll still be able to go in the future because I'm in third gear and it's only gear phase 2. So I will choose to resolve the slide. I will gain a hazard. And let's show this awesome sliding mechanic off.
All right, so you got it, Tony?
Yep.
All right, so Tony's going to step in front of the camera, or you can step off to the side here, Tony.
No, it's not. I'm
We're
on the
good.
side camera.
All right.
Side camera right now? All right.
So this is the slide template. It's a nice little square with a little triangle. You line the triangle up with wherever the notch is on the template. On here it's on the side. On the straight ones it would be on one of the ends, but here it's on the side. So I notch the slide into there. And now instead of going to the end of the template, I go and then I slide out. The side of my car always has to line up with the side of the slide template. So it's not the best result that I was looking for.
But it was demonstrative.
It was very demonstrative. So that's where I ended up. I'm all the way over here, and we're going to see if I can get through the gate all right.
That's going to... You might be able to get through with a swerve.
I think a veer or a swerve will get me through, yeah.
All right, so then that's it for Dancing Queen, right?
Yep, Dancing Queen is fully activated. Still skipping the attack step. I have less than 6 hazards, so I don't wipe out.
All right, it is... I'm going to go with Tailpipe next. So Tailpipe right here, my dragster is going to activate. I am in gear 2. I am going to just do a medium forward. So we will place this right here.
Okay.
And
Gear 2, so you get a free shift.
so I'll get a free shift. So we'll kind of just put this shift dice in here to represent that free shift. And I'm going to go ahead and roll all 4 dice because I want to try to get some shifts to shift down if possible.
Clear die.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's a lot of shift results.
Boom, 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 boom. That's what we're going to do.
Woo!
And I like that the way it is.
That's a pretty good roll.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to shift up.
That was Tony's dying there.
Yep, that was
bottom right.
that was the free shift.
Oh, the free shift.
Yep, I put it in there
Yep.
just to represent the free
So,
shift.
so with that being in mind, Jolly, if you had decided to push it, could you have rolled that free shift you put in there?
No,
Good.
nope. That'd be cheating. I don't
Would be
cheat.
cheating.
I just play the broken rules. All right, so I'm going to shift up. I'm going to take down a hazard, take down a hazard.
What's the name of the sponsor?
Slime.
Slime.
Spin, and let me see what I've got. I got to think because I kind of want to stay above. I want to stay at 5 hazards kind of to get more fan votes with this.
Sure, but
Got
you're
it.
dangerously close to wiping out if anybody dinks you.
I am, but his whole thing is to get me some early fan votes and to cause some ruckus.
That's fair.
That's Tailpipe for you.
For
He's
the
a character.
Yeah, for the people watching, if you need to distinguish the two, since we have the same, Jolly is using slime and I'm using synthwave slime. They're very different.
Super different. One's well painted but not very cool, and the other one's awesome but very, very subtle, but full, complete paint job.
Paint is on the model.
Yep.
I repeat.
All right, so let's see. I like the spin. I'm going to shift up. I'm going to kill 2 hazards. So let's see. If I do that, that'll put me back at 5. We'll go down 1 more. I think I have to do that. I don't think I can end up at 5.
So you shift up, you go to 6 hazards.
6 hazards, and it's
If you resolve the spin, you go to 7 hazards.
I go to 7, but then I'll go 1,
6,
2, 3
5,
down.
4.
So down to 4.
Yes.
I'm going to do that because that's the best I can do. Because otherwise,
You can ignore
Well,
a shift
can I
if you would
ignore a
like.
shift?
You can if you
I'm
would
going to
like.
ignore a shift. Stay at 5 hazards because
Okay.
that'll put me above my hull point so I can get more fan votes because the fans love the recklessness. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm still at 5 hazards through all of that. I've shifted up once so that way I can stay in the next gear phase, and I get a spin at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here. My spin.
And remember, a spin is rotating 90 degrees either way.
So we're going to spin like that. And I have weapons active now, right?
You do have weapons active. All right, so during the attack phase, what you can do is you have a certain number of crew members. How many people are in your car? Each crew member can fire off a weapon. Everybody has a handgun innately, and then you can use them to fire those weapons that you added onto your car. What do you have on the dragster?
So I have a submachine gun, which is a crew weapon that's pretty good for it being pretty much 360 because it's a crew weapon.
Yep.
But I'm not going to use that one at the moment. I also have a mine dropper. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use.
Okay.
Do all weapons activate as soon as he touches, or just his?
Just mine.
that,
He went to the
just
heavy.
that specific cars.
So I'm going to do a mine dropper, which I have 3 mines that I can drop throughout the course of this game. And each mine basically leaves a field that's that big. Now, if anybody crosses into a minefield, bad things happen. And well, bad things are going to probably happen. And that's what I'm doing. So I only have 1 crew, so I can only use 1 weapon. So dropping the mine.
Yep.
Wipeout step, 5 hazards.
You're below the threshold.
But I get a fan vote
You do.
because I have more hazards than hull points.
Look at Jolly cheating the system.
Boom! I'm just putting on a good show. Putting on a very good show. That's what I'm doing. Tailpipe here. I just
People-
like to drive and drop mines and get fan votes. That's what I do.
People always go for the flashy people at first, but then they realize that the guys with the true heart are the people who should pull through and win. All right.
Don't you put that on me, Bobby. All right.
Did I ever tell you my hillbilly name?
No, what's your hillbilly name?
So I have 2 middle names. So my first name in those is Anthony Robert Charles. If you shorten all them down, my hillbilly name is Tony Bob Chuck.
Tony Bob Chuck. That's your death race name now. Tony Bob Chuck, it's your go.
That's if I take the bootleggers sponsor and be Tony Bob.
Tony Bob Chuck is up. He's going to go with Manic Monday next.
Yep, and Manic Monday is going to take a medium straight.
Medium straight.
Actually, no.
Oh!
Before you put that in.
Oh,
No,
you
I
were so-
reject that.
You were so
I
close.
reject it.
All right, well, we'll allow it.
Just kidding. Fooled you.
Fooled you.
He's in 3rd gear. He's going to do a turn. He's going to turn into yellow snow.
Into yellow snow. Of course he is. He's going to turn into yellow snow. Everybody that goes against me turns into yellow snow. Oh.
So I will definitely collide into your side there.
Yep. So we'll put
That's
it back.
fine.
We'll put it back down. Roll your dice.
We're going to roll dice, and because I care so much about this game, I'm going to choose to roll all of the dice on this collision. Even though it might go horribly wrong for me, I care about the chaos of this.
Do it.
All right.
Get lots of hazards. We want to see a wipeout.
I've got a slide
You got
shift.
the slide again.
I do not want to slide in this instance because it will take me away from this collision.
It definitely will.
So I'm going to use this shift to cancel the slide. I'm in 3rd gear, so I'm fine.
Okay.
I bumped up to 3rd gear for a purpose in the first round.
So we're good to go with the collision.
We're good to go to move up.
All right. So the way it'll work is we'd be laying right about here. You're going to come up and smack right into the side
Yep.
of me.
It's going to be a T-bone attack. The easiest way to think of it is a T-bone in this game is anything that's not head-on or tail end.
Yep.
It could be awkward side to side, front to side, back to side. All of those are considered T-bones. But in this instance, it is going to be a T-bone attack. So I got a rule wrong earlier, so we're going to correct it.
What?
I just forgot one.
What'd you
had a
forget?
ram on your car.
Yeah.
If you have the ram, you get to ignore the automatic 2 hazards. So
Oh.
take 2 hazards off of ramshackle.
So Ramshackle's only at 1 hazard? All right.
Yep. All right. So now for a T-bone attack, I roll I declare a smash. I should say. I'm going to smash it into your side.
Well, I'm smashing too. I put
Right.
extra hull on yellow snow just for this kind of stuff.
Sounds good. So you're smashing back. Because of this, neither of us will get a chance to avoid damage. So anything that hits automatically goes through. So it's a T-bone attack. You will roll dice equal to your own gear. So I'm in 3rd gear. I roll 3 dice. I have a ram on the front. I roll 2 more.
I'm gear 2, so 2 dice.
All right. So I'm the attacker. I go first.
All right.
5 dice hitting on 4s.
Oh! So that's
Ladies and gentlemen,
7.
if you remember, crits are 6s, which means 2 damage each. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 points of damage going through to yellow snow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many hull points do you have left there?
Got 5 left.
So I've done over half of you
This is
in
great.
one collision.
I'm going to be getting so many fan votes this game. All right, my 2.
Yep.
Because my side is going to hit you back.
You're going to smash back.
Yep, 2 hits.
You're going to do 2 hits on Manic. That's fine. All right. So you get 2 hazards.
So
But
yellow snow goes up to 4 hazards.
You go up to 4. I do not, only because I have a ram.
Okay.
The ram kind of takes care of all the hazardous conditions for colliding. Now, normally that would be the end of my activation, but Team Slime, special rule called pinball. And the gist of it is, if during my turn I have a collision where the impact is on the sides and I declare a smash attack, I get to take an extra turn. I'm bouncing off of the car and I resolve an extra movement step. All right, so it's going to be Manic Monday again. And he's going to choose a turn, just another regular turn. And here is a great
Which way?
I'm going to turn like this.
Okay.
So this is another great demonstration. You would think, how can you do that, Tony? You're going to just hit that car again.
So normally you would see it's going to go through the car, but what happens, Tony?
There's a special rule that kind of just gets over this problem, which happens a lot since there's a lot of collisions. If you start your turn in contact with something, you get to ignore that something for the purposes of movement. So I'm going to ignore yellow snow to resolve this.
All right, we've got a place. You rolling any dice?
I'm going to roll all of my dice. So
All right.
I get to roll 2. There's nothing free on this template for me because I'm in 3rd gear. And double shifts. So I am going to, let's see here. I think I'm going to shift up into 4th gear. I think 4th is a comfortable place to be. And then I'm going to cancel the hazard that I would have gotten from that.
Okay.
So I
shift
go
up
up
and cancel
no
the hazard.
hazards.
All right, so then you're all set with that, right?
And feel free to move me up.
All right, so Manic Monday is ignoring yellow snow because it's already in contact with that and is setting down right there.
Primed for that mine template.
Yeah. It's all right. That's why you got extra armor on that, right?
I'll say that until I die.
Until mine blows it up.
I could lose that fender there. That's why I put on 5 more fenders. Oh, look, no, that was the 5th fender. Oh, no.
All right, so let's see. I'm activating next. What to do?
You've got 2 choices. You've got yellow snow and ramshackle.
Mm-hmm.
What to do?
Ooh, yellow snow, but that's looking kind of grim. Or, wait, where's the veer at? There's the veer. What does veer look like? I'm going to try a veer.
Okay.
Let's see how this
it's
works.
a fun template. Why don't you show off the template to the camera
All right,
first?
so here's veer. You see it's kind of this weird swervy turn.
Yep.
That's professional talk there, swervy turn.
So if you need to know which end goes forward, the notch goes at the end farthest from your car.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, it goes closest because it's right by the letters. Thank you. I'm reading it backwards. Goes closest.
We're going to try just, it's not going to work.
It's not going to
Not
avoid.
going to work. It wasn't nearly enough.
What if you,
wait,
flip it and veer
That's
the other
what
way?
I wanted to do.
There you go.
Was that way.
That works.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There we are, because I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't work. Why do I pick that? Because that one doesn't even...
That one just puts me directly into them.
All right, so we're going to try to veer like that and end up right here. So not the best end result unless I get a spin. A spin could really...
Spin would set you. That would be
Yep.
great.
All right, so I'm rolling all 3 dice because Yellowstone has handling of 3. Mm-hmm. So let's see what I get. I got 4 hazards. Shift, shift, slide. Slide is not a good one. So I'm
You
going
should
to
resolve the slide.
I'm going to push up to 5 hazards to re-roll that slide die.
Okay. And it's a hazard.
And it's a hazard.
Now, if you take the push it rule, you can't push it a second time. So whatever you roll the second time sticks.
All
So
right.
you got to choose to deal with that hazard.
I do. I should have. Well, the slide wasn't any better.
I
but
think I'm seeing a wipeout in your future.
not quite yet. I'll just not going to do anything for a little bit. I'm going to cancel that out.
What gear are you in?
I'm in gear 2. Like
So
I said, I'm not going to do anything for a while.
okay, we'll
But
be
it's-
able to use that as a teachable
It's either
moment.
that or wiping out, but I don't think wiping out's the better move.
Either way, you're not going to be moving for a while.
So I'm going to cancel that out. Actually, at the end of... Maybe I should go for fan vote. Oh, you know what? Oh, I should have used fan votes before this.
You should have.
Oh, well. I forgot all about those. And then we're going to...
He's played the game. I'm not going to feed it to him.
So cancel that hazard out, and I'm going to... I don't want to shift up, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of a hazard. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like
You
that.
there? Yep. That car is not crossed the gate 1.
Nope.
So it is. Weapons are not hot. I am all out of activations, Jolly. Both of my cars have already gone, so my turn is forfeit, and it's back
Alright.
to you.
So next we have Ramshackle, who's in gear 2,
Way at the back.
way in the back at the moment. Because
You
Ramshackle,
sacrificed your movement for some damage, so it pays
Ramshackle
off.
did fun stuff.
It really pays off.
I'm going to do a gentle turn to kind of correct a little bit. So Ramshackle is going to place like that. I'm going to roll all 3 of my dice. There we go. So I will shift up, and cancel a hazard. So I'll go up to 2, 3, back down to 2. And I'll be up to gear 4. That sound correct?
Sounds good to me.
All right, then we're going to move Ramshackle. Ramshackle's just going to be like, I'm a little further ahead, but
If it's incorrect, we'll count on the chat to correct us.
all right. So now there's Ramshackle.
Mom says that she predicts a Beach Boys song in your future, Jolly.
Beach Boys song. I don't know the
I'll let
Beach
you
Boys.
think
I
about
don't
that
know
one.
the Beach Boys well enough to
wipe out.
wipe out. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna wipe out anytime soon. All right, so we're on next round, right?
Yeah.
And pole position's back to me.
Pole position does pass back to you. The fun fact is, it doesn't need to be your car's turn to wipe out. If, during anybody's wipeout step, a car has 6 or more, they will wipe out. So I could come over, ram you, give you that extra push over the edge.
Just a little push over.
Good. All right,
Does
so
the die go up?
the die,
Yes, it does.
the die goes up to
Gear face 3. Trace.
All right.
Trois.
So now I'm
Dry.
going to tailpipe again. Tailpipe.
Song.
Tailpipe is in gear 3.
I need, what's more 3s?
I'm going to
Do
go.
it sign language.
I'm going to go trace.
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 Trois.
Yeah, that also. Or 3. We got 3. I'm going to go medium move. We're going to continue that.
Yep. Okay.
So, and I'm going to roll all 4 of these dice. And I get a free gear shift because I'm in gear 3, right?
Yes, you do.
So I'll get a free gear shift.
The
which-
medium straight template is a great utilitarian tool to just give you free shifts.
So 4 dice. Ooh!
Spin, spin, slide, shift, shift.
Spin. We don't want all the spins and
Yeah,
everything.
so even if you have 2 spins showing, you only get to resolve 1 spin if you keep them.
So I'm going to keep that.
But you still get 2 hazards.
I'm going to push, which puts me at the 6 hazards for now. I'm going to re-roll.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Shift.
Shift, spin, hazard.
All right, so what we're going to do is cancel,
Cancel.
take down a hazard,
Okay.
which puts me to 5.
Go ahead and drop that down 1.
We're going to do the spin and cancel down a hazard. So I'll stay at 5.
Okay. Ah.
So we'll have tailpipe go to here,
Peel off ahead.
peel off ahead. Look at that distance right there. So we readjust the camera some, so that way we got a better view of everything. And my spin around my center, we're going to put it like, let's see, let's make sure I do the spin right. We're going to do it like this.
Okay.
And then Guess what I'm doing, Tony?
Are you dropping another mine?
I'm dropping another mine.
I don't have another template for you.
templates.
If somebody had brought their own templates, I mean, things would be different.
Jolly's got mine templates he didn't bring?
Not mine templates.
The full range of
Mine,
templates.
like mine.
Yeah. Well, no. I wish I had. I need to make mine templates now because I use them every time. I'll tell you what, Tony. It's done. I'm gonna make us
It's professionals.
a professional mine template while you're going. So.
I can't wait to do something sneaky and drag you back over your own templates with the harpoon. What?
What? Who said that?
Speaking of, I'm going to go with Manic Monday and attempt to do just that. I'm going to have to be driving over this first mine, which, you make sacrifices.
Does the mine blow up when you?
It will blow up
It
as
will.
soon as I touch it.
So you'll have a template.
Yep.
It all works out in the end.
All right. So what kind of movement you doing?
I'm probably going to be doing a turn. Get myself lined up. Where's the... There's supposed to be a hard turn, isn't there?
There's a hairpin turn.
No, there's a turn, a gentle turn. I thought there was a hard turn. Because there's one that goes 50 degrees, because hairpin... I've lost a template.
Did you lose a template, Tony? Well, we're playing without hard turns, I guess.
Oh, I see it. It's in my thing.
Tony's going to get a template that he forgot so he could do a hard turn instead of a hairpin turn. All right, you got it? That's the one you're doing?
Yes.
All right, I take it you're turning to the left?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry. Backwards.
So we know you're going to hit that.
Mm-hmm.
To the left is like that. That's
All right,
that's
so-
a really hard turn.
Yep, I should have chosen a regular turn, but now I can hope for a slide.
Look at this. Now we get this mine template there.
Okay, so
So
we gotta resolve some skid dice here.
Mhm.
Spin shift. I like that spin.
I was about to say that spin's pretty nice.
I'm going to see here. I'm gonna drop a hazard, and then I'm gonna get a hazard for resolving the spin.
Okay.
So I stay at that. You got me through.
Oh. You got a problem.
That's unfortunate.
So you don't get the spin then, do you?
No,
'Cause
I
it's
don't get the
before you
spin.
get so a collision and also
A collision.
mines.
Yep. So you have your mines. They went off. Why don't you do something with them?
So Tony went a little too far and collided into the first gate here. So the mines are 46. So I'll roll 4 dice, and it's just like doing like the damage you were doing of
Yep.
the Rams, right?
Yep. And I'll have a chance to avoid them.
All right. So we've got a hit and a crit for 3 hits total.
All right. I'm in 4th gear, rolling 3 dice, looking for 6s. Nope. All 3 go through,
So 3 damage.
which is fine. It's a hardy car. And now I collide with the wall. So if you ever collide with an obstacle, the obstacle automatically smashes you.
Smash! Obstacles know what's going on.
So I'm going to choose to try to evade this because I can't do damage to the obstacle. It's not destructible. It's the gate.
So does it count as a head-on?
It counts. It will roll dice equal to my
And
gear.
what gear
So
are you
it'll
in?
roll 4.
All right, I'll roll those for
Yep.
you, Tony.
You roll for them, and then
So
I'll
you're
roll for
evading,
me.
right?
Yes.
All right. So this is gate 1's damage against Tony. 2 hits.
I will take 2.
2 damage.
And because this is involving my ram, no hazards.
Okay, so just the 2 damage, but no hazards.
Not looking good. I am doing a terrible job at choosing my templates today.
That's the fun part about this game.
Oh, it is. It's amazing.
Even when you have an off day to choose your templates, it's just fun because horrible things like that happen then.
I'm used to looking at them from behind, and so I'm doing it backwards, and it's fine.
So it's my go now, right?
It is your go.
So Yellow Snow can't go because he's only in gear 2.
And
so,
it's gear phase
Phase
3.
3.
You have to be equal to or higher than if you want to go.
so he hasn't been shifting up enough to keep on going. So that means I've got to go with Ramshackle. Ramshackle is going to go forward.
Now, I will note, Manic Monday is technically hot. His guns are hot because he's through the gate. He's touching the gate. But there's a special rule that if you're touching something, you're distracted and you can't shoot.
So that's why you're not able to attack.
That's why I cannot.
I am going to... Decisions.
How are we doing on time, Sean?
You guys got about 30 minutes
All right, I'm going to do a veer.
before the break.
So, Ramshackle, way back here, is going to try a veer just to try to get into a better situation so that way he's not running just directly into this pile right here.
Are you sure you don't want to just collide straight into me?
Not yet. Well, I'm not going to get there even. Next turn, I can still do that.
Yeah.
You can still do that.
you-
Tony,
this-
I still have time to make that decision.
Don't rush me, man.
Don't rush me. Slime likes to take time with their collisions. One right off the bat, and then we take our time. That's how it goes.
Do you think you're clever?
No. I think I'm
weird.
slime.
I don't think we'll ever be able to replicate the axe from the first one, the snack yak pack.
Yak.
Nope.
No, we can't do it.
Nope. I wasn't trying to do that. All right, so I'm rolling all three. Wait, how much?
Take your time
Ramshackle
with slime.
Ramshackle has 2 hazards, so I'm rolling all 3 dice. All 3 of my handling dice. Handling dice.
Judge.
That's all right. I missed myself 3 times, so. Handling dice. Shift, slide.
I think one of those should be a hazard just for the sheer incorrect roll.
No slide. So what we're going to do is I'm going to. What's the max gear? Max gear is 5 on Ramshackle. So the highest I could go is 5. I'm going to cancel the slide and shift up 1. So I'll take a hazard.
Okay.
So going up
Easy
to
enough.
going up to 3, shifting up to 5, which is my max gear. And then I'll do that move. So Ramshackle will then move to right here. You see,
Yep,
I can still do a
and-
nice turn to.
Ramshackle's guns are not hot, so we're moving
Not
on
yet.
to the queen.
All right.
The mean queen dancing machine.
Now, the question is, can you veer past that?
I am debating trying to swerve past it. I think I'm going to swerve it. So, Dancing Queen has a special perk that I bought called Delicate Touch. Normally, if I were to take the swerve template in 4th gear, which I'm not in, so it doesn't matter, but if I were in 4th gear, I would get a hazard automatically. Delicate Touch ignores that.
So
But
I take it you
I'm
want
in
it to
third
be
gear.
like this?
yes, please. I would like
Let's
to
see.
go through the gate and not crash into things. See
And
if
it
I can.
looks like that will be the case.
That's the template movement I know and love.
So yeah, look, that's
Threading the needle.
that's looking pretty good. Threading the needle. All right.
Yeah, let's
Guerrilla
not
Games.
talk about THTN
All right,
here.
Guerrilla Games.
We're not talking about THTN here. All
All right. Roll.
right, 3 handling. Shift, spin.
Oh, it's not too bad. Well,
Shifto,
you don't
spinno.
really need to spin, but you.
But
you
I
do
am
you,
going to
buddy.
shift up into 4th gear.
Okay.
Gonna shift up, take a hazard. The spin, I agree with you, is not necessary. So I am going to cancel the spin.
All right. So you're all set.
I'm all set. Send me through.
So then, Dancing
Weapons hot.
Queen is right there, and Weapons hot.
Weapons are hot. So, Dancing Queen, it is now a time for the attack phase. Dancing Queen has a heavy machine gun mounted to the front.
Yep.
And handguns on the rest of them. I have 2 crew. So, one of them is going to fire the heavy. Do you have the...
All right. So I'm going to show kind of what we got going on here. So
The range for the heavy machine gun is double, which means a long plus a medium. So, as you can see,
now, wait. Explain how you decide if it's in the front. It's if in your front exactly.
so if it's in the front, it has to be parallel with my front end, but I can shift it to the corner if I would like. So as long as part of the template is touching my car, it's in range.
Okay.
So it's parallel, it's going, and it covers part of that car. So the machine gun has a legal target to target the dragster. Handguns have a medium in circular. So the medium handgun is going to shoot into ramshackle.
Okay.
So
So which one are you resolving first?
I will go with the big one first. The heavy machine gun rolls 3 dice.
3 dice. Okay.
3 dice hitting on 4-ups. This game is always hitting on 4-ups.
So
That is
crit.
going to be a crit. 2 hits. You may try to avoid.
And I get my
Gear.
gear, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go with. Did I not gear up last time?
I don't believe you geared
I
up.
don't think I did.
I think you made the mistake of not gearing up.
So I avoid it.
You avoid 1.
I avoid one. Oh, 2. Yep. So I take 1 damage down to 3.
All right. A single handgun is 1 die. So 1 shooting into ramshackle. And it misses.
Misses.
And that, we do a quick hazards check. Everybody good? Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. That's the end of the Dancing Queen. At least her turn.
All right. So you've got pole position.
Now, Jolly, just to reiterate one more time, why didn't Yellow Snow go this turn?
Because only in gear 2.
And we were in gear phase 3.
Yep.
All right, so now we're in gear phase 4. So cars, vehicles that are in 4th gear or higher can go. Both of mine are in 4th. Jolly, what gears are your cars in?
I'm going to address that here in a second.
Okay, all right. We'll start with me. I'm going to begin things off nicely here with Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen's going to go medium straight, which I think is going to be perfect. I hit my stride eventually. 4th gear, I get to 1 free, what's the word? I'm losing my mind.
1 free shift.
1 free shift, yes. All right, 3 handling, rolling 3 dice. We've got a spin, and a shift, or a spin, a shift, and a shift. Gosh, I'm deteriorating fast. I'm going to choose to keep that spin,
Okay.
and I am going to shift up into 5th, and then drop 2 hazards with my free one. So first, I'll drop 2 hazards, and then I'm going to gain 2 hazards from shifting up and spinning.
All right.
So it's net the same.
So how do you want to spin it?
I can do it now. I can reach. So we go. And I am going to make it so I can avoid the obstacle. Go ahead and take that away.
All right.
And now, tailpipe is directly in front of me. That means it is both in medium and double range.
Yep.
So I'm going to choose to fire both of my weapons at you.
Okay.
So we just roll all 4 dice.
Because it's always the same hit and damage.
So 4 dice, hitting on 4s.
All right. Do it.
That is crit, hit.
All
So
right.
3 hits.
So we got 3 here. Need 1 6. Nope. So that's my last 3 hull points.
3 hull points down.
Yep.
So, Jolly, what has happened now?
I don't know. You got to tell me.
Well, you've run out of hull points, so he is going to become a wreck. I'm going to borrow your book just to make sure I get these steps right. Because this is the thing that kind of happens the least, and it only happens once per car. You handle it the most. The book is very handy. It's got all of your things in the back of the book here. So getting wrecked, first thing you're going to do, you're going to skid to a halt. You have a forced move, short straight forward.
Force move.
Now mechanically, that might cause a collision. In this case, it does not.
Boom.
Now you're going to reset that car's gear to 1, get rid of all of its hazards.
1. All of its hazards are gone.
And now you are going to check to see if that car explodes. How this explosion check works is you roll a d6. On a 6, you explode. Anything else, you do not. If you have an ammo token,
I have 1 left.
if you have an ammo token, you add 1 to whatever the result
So
is.
5 or 6.
Yep, so a 5 or a 6 will explode tailpipe. That is cocked.
Nope.
That is a 2. All right. So, now that that's happened, we turn your model over, and it is a wreck, and it is now terrain.
Okay.
In the future, if you were to respawn that model, it would be flipped back over.
Okay.
But you can only respawn if all of your cars are off of the board.
All right, so not at the moment then, huh?
It's gonna be there for a little bit. It did its job, didn't it? It got you your audience votes. Mm-hmm. Peeled off ahead a little bit, but then it kind of wrecked. Alrighty. That.
Do you get audience votes when things wreck?
Yes, if you had one of your cars wrecked, you get an audience vote.
So I'm up to 4 audience votes because I've gotten 3 previously.
Yes, you do.
I'll need 1 more because I don't have. Cool. All right, so then it's my go, right?
Yes, sir. You have one option, don't you?
I got more options.
Ah. Well, first, kind of explain what your situation is.
So Ramshackle can go with the current gear phase, but I could use fan votes if I want to do shift ups and shift downs.
You may spend, so at the beginning of your turn, you have an opportunity to spend audience votes to do things. You can spend as much as you like, but you have to do it before you activate a car. Now you have the option to spend 1 audience vote to increase or decrease a car's gear by 1. Still gaining a hazard, but you can do that for as many audience votes as you want.
But then I can also use audience votes to cancel out hazards, right?
Yes, you can. I believe it's 1 or 2 audience votes to remove 1d6 hazards.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift yellow snow up twice.
Is 1. 1 audience vote to drop d6 hazards.
So with my 4 audience votes, 1, I'm going to use 1, 2 to shift up twice to gear 4
Okay.
for yellow snow.
Gaining 2 hazards.
Gaining 2 hazards, going to 6, but then 1 to get rid of D6 hazards.
Correct. 6.
So all 6 are gone.
This is a big 6.
All right. So
Back
now,
in the game.
Now yellow snow could activate, but I'm not activating yellow snow yet. I'm going to activate Ramshackle.
Go Ramshackle.
So Ramshackle is going to continue to move forward. Ramshackle's in gear 5, so I can't do a medium. Where's the long at, Tony? Why are you stealing the long?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's in your hands.
That sounds good. That looks like that'll probably ram into the back of you. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's beautiful. Skirts right past Manic Monday. All right. So we're going to roll dice. And let's see.
I will say, of all of the games that I've played, this is probably the most progress I've made in a single rotation of the gear phase. Usually everybody piles up before the first gate. No firing can happen.
See,
this is great. This is great
That's
progress.
why you take a drag car. Gets them out there really quick, puts some stuff down.
Lets them die really quick.
Yep, gives people incentive to do things. Shift, spin. No, so the spin's not going to do anything because I'm going to hit you before I get to that.
Correct.
So I'm going to push to re-roll these.
Gain your hazard.
Gain my hazard. So I'm at 1 hazard. Whoops. I'm at 4 hazards.
Yep.
4 hazards.
There we are.
With Ramshackle. I'm going to cancel out the spin and drop by 1. So back down to 3 hazards.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. And we know that this is going to put me right
into
there.
my tail end.
Yep. So right into the tail end.
All right, you have a ram. That is great. Are you going to smash attack or are you going to evade?
Smash.
I will evade.
All right. So I'm gear 5. You're gear 4.
I am gear 4.
So 1 dice for that, 2 for the ram.
Wait, no, Dancing Queen geared up. Because she started this turn and she went to activate. Because I wanted to keep her going. I forgot to rotate the die.
Okay. All right. So 2 dice.
2 dice?
Yep, for ram.
Yep.
Hit.
Hit. All right. 5 dice for me. I see 2 6s.
Yep, you save it.
All right, so I will avoid all damage. Normally, we would both get 2 hazards.
I wouldn't.
But you're using a ram. Mm-hmm. So only I get 2 hazards, putting me at 5.
All right. And that is Ramshackle's go.
Okay, it's over to Manic Monday, which is in a predicament. I need to figure out a template that'll get me back on track here without hitting this ramp.
You're going to need to turn this way and then recorrect if you want to do that.
I think I will have to take an awkward way around this. So I am going to hit a gentle turn.
Gentle turn. All right. So then,
I'm going to hit it like this. Remember, I'm touching this, so I start and I ignore that. So we'll not do it yet, but we can see that I'm clearly not going to hit things if that gets lined up.
yep.
So we'll go back to, we'll put that there for now.
All right.
Time to roll some skids, because I'm not scared of them, Jolly. I like rolling dice.
That's fine. I mean, we've seen who's gotten the most audience votes so far. Dragster,
But who is
tailpipe.
our audience actually voting for?
Your mom? Your mom's voting for you.
This is true. All right, results are, oof,
Oh, you don't want that
a
slide.
shift slide. That is pretty gross if I do say so myself.
Oh, you don't roll dice. That's always saying.
Nah, I love it.
You want to just cancel that out?
Well, I'm thinking of canceling it or pushing it. That's the thing.
Do it. Push it. Get your double slide. I believe in you.
I think the fates are telling you for right now to just make it to next round. Don't worry about bumping up. So I cancel that. Nothing will happen. Would you mind helping me out in lifting that up? See where I go. Yep. And I'm through the gate, but I'm all the way over there. So I need to correct my course here.
I think that was. All right.
All right, so that's. I have on Manic. He is crossed through, so he could. He has a harpoon, but it's front mounted. Nobody's in my front. He does have handguns on everyone. He's got 3 crew.
All right.
And would you look at that? I have range to yellow snow.
All right. Do
So
it.
all 3 of my crewmates are going to fire a handgun into yellow snow. 3 dice hitting on 4s. As a crit and a hit, that is 3 hits coming at you.
All right. So 4 dice.
Our dice are really hot with 6s tonight.
3 hits.
3 damage.
So down to 2 hull points.
Oh, you planned that. Look at that.
Boom. All right.
This is amazing. I love this game so much.
And that's it for Manic Monday.
That's it for Manic.
Let's see. What can we do anything? I don't think that's going to make it. That's definitely not going to make it.
So yellow snow is your only option.
Yellowstone's my only option.
I think a swerve is
We're
in.
going for a swerve.
You got to swerve through that gate.
Let's see. Does it work?
Locking it in. Ooh,
It does. It does.
it does.
It does.
It does.
It does. Look at that.
Judge, I saw a thing move. Was that because of placing the template, or
With the what?
I saw the gate move? You bumped the gate.
Even if we move it. See?
Okay. All right.
See? The notch has saved
All
me.
right. But we'll see if the mines get you.
They probably will eventually, but
But all right, you gonna roll skids, or are you gonna be scared of them?
I'm gonna roll skids because a spin would be nice. So 3.
3. All hazards.
Shift, slide.
You do not want to
I
slide.
do not want that slide. What am I at? I'm at 0 hazards. Let's re-roll this. Pushing.
Okay.
1 hazard. Re-roll.
Spin.
Boom! Exactly what I wanted. All right, so I'm shifting up, taking a hazard. I'm not using that one, and a hazard for my spin because that'll put me at more hazards than I have hull points left. So I'm going up to 3 hazards. I'm going to move to here. Look
And
at that.
you are avoiding that template.
We're going to turn like that.
Okay.
So that way I will miss it. And I'm going to shoot at you
Go for it.
because you are in that front arc there with my heavy machine gun.
For sure.
Shift your camera around to get a better angle with that.
Yeah. Put it like right there. Here's the chaos that's happening.
So now we have things going on here. What we have going on, yellow snow, strategically and skillfully swerved through here, did a little spin, is pointing at Ramshackle, but that's fine because means I get to do some shooting at Dancing Queen.
Yep.
So heavy machine gun and a pistol because I'm going to have both of them go at Dancing Queen. So that'll be 4 dice total.
Okay.
So 3 hits, a crit and a hit.
I'm in 5th gear. I roll 5 dice.
All right.
Avoiding 3 hits. I dodge 1 of them, and I will take 2.
Take 2. All right.
Which is fine. First damage on Dancing Queen.
All right. And then end of turn, I get a fan vote. No wipeout.
I'd appreciate it if you'd call them the correct name, sir.
Fan vote.
Audience vote?
Fan vote.
Okay.
All right. And
Too many syllables in audience.
what's that?
Syllables for
It's
an audience.
too hard to say those words.
Fan
That's
vote.
big thinky boy thing.
Come on,
Fan votes.
Tony Bob Chuck.
Your hillbilly name is just Jolly, isn't it?
Just jolly.
That's just Jolly. All right.
All right. So it's next gear phase, right?
Next gear phase. We're up to 5.
5. We
Alrighty.
got a long turn going. All right. So gear phase 5. And this will be
All right.
the last one before we go back down to 1 because we don't have
Yep.
anybody who can go higher.
So every car has a highest allowed gear.
So
My
I've got-
truck's highest is
I've got
4.
pull.
You just had pull.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, then why was it over with you?
I don't know because you're cheating. You didn't
You
take it.
jerk. Go ahead. So you've got both able to go here.
We got both able to go. I think we need to go with Ramshackle because Yellow Snow will definitely just hit Ramshackle. So Ramshackle, we've got a swerve
Ooh.
or we got a veer. Well, veer might do it, but a swerve, we're going to go with a swerve on Ramshackle. So I'm ignoring you because
You start in contact,
yep,
which you should be A-okay.
looks like I'm going to be A-okay. And Ramshackle has 3
Yep, it's a car, 3 handling.
hazards. Well, I was looking at hazards, but
Oh.
3 handling. We're going to do all 3 dice
Okay.
for the handling to see what we can do. Shift, spin. I like it. I like it a lot.
Shift, spin.
Shift, spin. I was just double checking to make sure, and I will get a hazard for doing a veer while in 5th gear.
You will.
So
So I'll show that to the audience here, what that looks like. So here's that. You see there's a little hazard symbol below the 5. That means he gets a hazard no matter what.
So I'm going to go up a hazard. I'll take the spin, go up another hazard. And then with the shifts, I'll go down back to 3.
Sure.
So roundabout, we do all that.
Yep.
And it was a veer I took or a swerve?
It was a swerve.
It was a swerve. I need to leave it out there when we do that next time. All right. I don't think you need to move it.
Yep,
Ooh,
you're
look at
barely
that.
you're barely in. You did some THTN there.
And spin like that. Look at that. Ramshackle's good. We'll have to give Ramshackle an upgrade after this race just because. All right, so I have
Guns.
front-facing machine gun, front-facing harpoon gun, which can't do anything, but I've got 2 handguns. So 2 handgun shots at Dancing Queen.
Go for it.
2
2
hits.
hits. All right. 5th gear trying to avoid. Avoiding 1 with a 6.
All right, so
taking 1.
1 hit. And that's Ramshackle's go.
right.
No wipeout.
My only option is the Dancing Queen. So this is going to be interesting because I've got a collision in the way here.
If you go straight, I just think you just don't go straight. Come on, shake and bake.
I'm going to.
I'm trying. He's not even. Have you ever even seen Talladega Nights?
I actually haven't.
This explains so much.
Making jokes all
Whoosh! I know. All night I've been saying them, and he's just like.
All I know about that show is if you're not first, you're last.
Well,
That's
there we
it.
go. At least you know something about that.
At least you know something.
I was just wondering. I'm like, man, I've cracked like 8 Talladega Nights jokes, and he's
He's
just.
been stonewalling you all
Yeah,
night on those
stonewalling me.
jokes all night.
What?
I was proud of each and every one of them too.
Oh, good lord. This is an interesting conundrum. I cannot take a veer, which I wanted to take, because that is only allowable up to 4th gear.
So you can't do that anymore. So
Yeah,
you can do
the stakes have gotten high. We're getting fast. Things
try
are
swerve.
happening. Well, no, I'm not going to swerve. In this instance, I am going to wreck into here, hopefully, and I'll take some damage, yes, probably, but because I will have collided with a wreck, it'll be taken off the board, and I can continue on my way
Okay.
next turn. So,
I mean, if you wreck into it, even if it's not taken off the board, you get to continue on.
yep, I'm going to take a gentle turn. Normally,
Gentle turn.
a gentle turn gives me a hazard in 5th gear, but like I said last time, I have a special perk which allows me to ignore that. And yes, I will indeed be colliding with you, because that'll get taken away. I'm going to take it away.
Okay.
Well,
Well, you
there
stop.
we go. It's
you
up.
still stop short.
Yep, I'll still
Okay.
stop short.
So, all right. So
Alrighty.
dice. You're rolling all these dice, right?
3 dice.
If you get a, can you? Yeah, you can get a slide, right?
I could get a slide.
A slide would be all right. Be
Here we go. 3 dice.
two.
That is-
2 spins and a hazard.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay,
You gotta-
Dancing Queen. If I go up, that puts me at 6. But I need to push this.
All right.
Yep, I need to push this, I think.
'Cause
So
that-
I'm
I
going to
mean,
go.
You're going up anyway with all that.
I'm going to 6,
all right.
but I'm hoping to drop down.
Dancing Queen.
Don't get copyrighted. I don't know. Professionals.
Yeah. You just.
That's more like it. All right. A shift, and a spin. So, I'm going to use both of those shifts to drop down 2,
All right.
and then I'll resolve the spin, which will put me back up at 5. I'll make a collision, so I won't get a chance to spin. So I go up,
Wham.
I'll wham into it.
Kaboom.
It will declare a smash against me
Oh,
since
yeah.
it is terrain. I'm in 5th gear,
So 5 dice.
5 dice.
Woo! All right. And are you smashing or are you?
I'm evading. I
Oh,
am
all right, fine. 5 hits.
taking 4. Ouchies.
blew that car up and then
All
got
right.
you at the back end.
And do you take
It
2
did.
hazards since you're in a collision?
I do take 2 hazards since I was in a collision. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, this will actually might work out better for me than I wanted it to. Because it's possible that during the wipeout step, I get accelerated forward.
Ooh.
All right, so after my attack step, or I have to skip my attack.
You have to skip your attack step. 'cause-
Actually, no, I don't.
Are you sure?
Because after the collision, it was removed from the board, and that was during my movement step.
Okay.
So the attack step still goes on. Nobody's in my front, so I can't fire the machine gun. And I'm going to say that was out of range. So both of them are going to go into
Ramshackle.
Ramshackle.
All right.
2 dice, hitting on force. Both misses. Whamp, whamp.
The only time tonight that we rolls haven't been hot.
Yep. When we actually try to attack each other, which tracks. All right, so
All right. So what
The
do you got
coven-
going on now?
So after the attack step comes the wipeout step. This step has been happening technically every turn, but we've just been skipping it. But for the first time in this game, a car has 6 or more hazards. How this works. Step 1, I need to check and see if my car flips. If it flips, then I'm going to be accelerated medium straight forward and take 2 hits.
So how do you determine if it flips?
I roll a d6. If I roll lower than my current gear, then I flip.
Okay.
So if I roll a 4 or less,
You
I
flip.
flip.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yes.
All right, so I will flip. I have the upgrade on Dancing Queen, though, of the roll cage, meaning I will ignore those 2 hits.
Okay.
But I still go medium straight forward, which I am not upset about in the slightest. So I go all the way up here. Then next up, I reset my gear to 1, and I lose all of my hazards. Now, you know, Jolly, normally this would be kind of disastrous, but
Since we're at
this
the
was
end
its
of the-
last activation until the beginning of the next round in Gear Phase 1 anyways. So I am very much not upset. Now, here comes the thing which might be bad. I lose control. You get to spin me 180 degrees in either direction. There
Like
we are.
that. So just in case you can't see, he's now facing this billboard because I got to spin him.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! All right, so I went with Ramshackle, you went with Dancing Queen,
Yellow Snow.
and Yellow Snows go.
So if you were to turn Yellow Snow into a song, would it be like Purple Rain? But
It'd be like Baby Shark.
Is this the last card? For
Yep.
yep.
It'd be like Baby Shark. Yellow Snow, doot,
this-
doot, doot, doot. Yellow Snow, doot, 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 doot.
Don't eat
Yellow
the snow, doot, 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 doot. Don't eat
Yellow
the snow.
Doot, doot, doot. Then it's a Ramshackle, doot, 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 doot. Ramshackle, doot, 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 doot.
If the engines roar in the background.
Pretty much. All right.
Here comes all our copyright infringement. this week.
Hope
Okay.
you guys enjoyed your 3 episodes.
All the karaoke we've been singing.
We're going to try this. And I
would like the center of that template to be lined up with the center of your car, please, sir. I saw it bumping.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to graze across it just barely. It was
Gonna-
close. It was close.
It was close. It was nice, but it's
All right. Well, not move yet.
you set off your own minds.
All right. Yep. All right.
The
so,
chat is asking about a fan vote. Has that happened yet?
So Jolly did not choose to use his audience votes.
Nope.
You have to choose to use them before a car's activation. Since he already started picking the template and everything, he missed the cutoff to spend a vote.
So let's see. I'm going to, I want to roll these 3.
Oh!
I'm going to
Shift,
push,
hazard.
push to reroll 2 of those.
See, normally with the rules, you can work with spins, you can work with slides. Hazard is
No,
just
you know,
terrible.
no. This isn't, I can't do this, Tony. You're letting me cheat.
All right, so there's a special rule for this occasion. If you do end up selecting a template, that is illegal. There's a rule in the book where your opponent then gets to select your template.
And we're doing that?
I think we have to do it. It's an official rule.
We're officially playing Gaslands
We're officially
Refuelled, Jolly.
You never told me this, and you selected a template earlier and reneged on it a little bit. But that's fine. Choose the template.
Which one?
You grabbed
Well,
one.
no,
of it.
what?
Never mind. Go it. Do it. Do it.
Let's see. We'll be nice.
No, what even did that thing?
Let's see. You were in gear 4?
Gear 5. Otherwise,
Gear
I wouldn't be activating.
Gear 5. Okay, so that limits the options to a long, a swerve, or a gentle. Ooh. You get to go long straight.
So we'll go right into Ramshackle. We're going to
Will
do.
you also set off those mines?
The chat loves every minute of this, by the way.
No, I will not set off the mines
I will allow that.
because you could even take a look at it.
I'm fine.
Yep. Not the mines that time. But all right, here we go. 3 dice. We're going to do that push, which puts me up to 4. I was at 3
Okay.
because I already did the. So I'm going to reroll these. Shift, shift. So what I'm going to do is shift down. And then that goes up. And then cancel down to 3. And then, let's see. We go all the way up to Ramshackle.
And a T-bone, it looks like.
And a T-bone. They're evading, both of them.
All right, so because Jolly is both the attacker and the defender, he will declare what they both do. And as he said, he's evaded with both. So no damage goes through. They both receive 1 hazard.
All right. And
That is it.
then I get a fan vote because I have more hazards on yellow snow. Fan vote.
Yellow snow.
All right.
Take a break.
Take a break. All right. So that is the
See-
first round.
That is the first round. We've gone through 5, technically 6 gear phases. Nobody's in 6, so nobody goes. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here for the rest of the game.
Yep.
See you guys in a little bit.
So we're back. This is Jolly,
And I'm Tony.
and we're playing Gaslands today. So we just finished up with round one, a lot of gear phases.
Yep. So a round takes a long time. It took us about, what, 45 minutes?
I think it's probably close to an hour at least.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
But what we have going on before we jump back into it is we have 4 cars still in it. Tailpipe wrecked, and
It wrecked.
out of the race. But Tailpipe laid out mines and got up there real quick. So we have Manic Mondays kind of back here stuck in a predicament. Turn around. We have Yellow Snow just went up and bumped into Ramshackle, who are on the same team because I made an illegal template move. Ramshackle's right there. And then we have Dancing Queen over here. A little bit of predicament, not too bad because facing a billboard. And we're about ready to start.
Yep, quick note for those viewers, you may notice that this gate has changed for expediency's sake, because it took us an hour to get to gate 2. I've moved this up a few inches just to see if it can speed up this gameplay a little bit more. It's had no effect on the game so far.
All right. And you have pole position.
I do have pole position. It passes over. And we're going to get going straight off. I'm going to go with Dancing Queen. Special rule, if you are in first gear, you may take any template that you could normally take in reverse. So you just treat the back of your car like the front of the car. So I am going to hit a hard turn in reverse. So slap that down.
And just so everybody's clear, we're back to gear phase 1 of round 2. So,
Yep. I've got 3 handling dice. Go in, a shift, a spin, and a slide. Now, here's the last perk, which I haven't used yet, but I put on this car.
Okay.
It's called Momentum. I can lock in a spin or a slide, guaranteed that I'll resolve it, but I get to reroll 1 die for free, and this doesn't count towards my push it.
okay.
So I'm going to use Momentum to lock and spin to roll the slide. And I got a shift. So in first gear, I also get a free shift. So I've got 3 shifts and a spin. I'm going to shift up into second gear. I am going to drop a hazard, so that's 2 of them. Then I'm going to shift up into third gear. And then I will resolve the spin, so that puts me at net 2
Okay.
hazards. Take. Go back. Fit in.
Yep.
Sorry
you
for
got
my
it.
shaky
Ooh,
hands.
That was kind of close there on the back up
It
there.
was.
So, so we see, trying to get this angle where you can see just a little bit of gap right there that he almost collided with that, but he made it. Dancing Queen danced around it.
Yep, and moving on to the attack phase. I'm going, let's see, who's looking worse, Yellow Snow or Ramshackle?
Yellow Snow.
Okay, I'm going to fire at Yellow Snow, and because I am able to draw an uninterrupted line, you don't get cover.
Okay.
So it's just 2 handguns.
2 handguns.
As a single crit for 2 hits.
Single crit. I'm at gear 4 with Yellow Snow, so... Nope, that's the last 4.
2 hits?
That's the last... Yep,
Okay.
that's the last of Yellow Snow.
All right, so let's whip out the book and let's talk about what happens.
I don't think Yellow Snow's going anywhere.
No, I don't think Yellow Snow is. So, getting wrecked, he would move short forward, but because there's literally nowhere for him to end, it's a special condition where it doesn't happen. So you skip that, you reduce your current gear to 1, discard all hazards, and then the fabled explosion check. Any tokens on your car?
No.
So just a 6 will explode you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an explosion. So everything that is in medium range,
So both Dancing Queen and Ramshackle.
both Dancing Queen and Ramshackle, are going to be caught in this explosion. It is a middleweight vehicle. So versus each of us, you will roll a 4d6 attack, which we may try to avoid.
All right. So against Dancing Queen, 46. 5 hits.
5 hits. Good grief. Oh no, I need to dodge
2 of them. 3 of them.
3 of them. I need to
them.
dodge 3 of them. I am seeing a wreck in my future.
Woo! Yes.
All right.
This is a high carnage game.
So that is the rest of Dancing Queen's hull points.
So is this removed then since it exploded?
It is removed.
Removed.
Before we resolve Dancing Queen,
46.
Ramshackle needs to take a 4d6 attack.
2 hits.
Oh, come on. It's been planned the entire time.
5 dice. So 2 hits. And takes the 2 hits. So that's the first damage on Ramshackle.
Beautiful. All right. So for expediency's sake, Dancing Queen goes forward short. We reduce to first gear, 0 hazards. And because this is an explosion, for every hit that you took, you get a hazard.
Okay. So 2 up to 6. We're not going to have anything left.
That's okay. We'll be able to respawn. I do touch the gate, so I am technically past the second gate. That will be important for respawns.
Okay.
So we go. Now my explosion check. I have no ammo, so just say 6 will explode me.
Come on. Oh.
No. And then
And you're a wreck, huh?
I'm a wreck.
All right. So I'm wiping out.
That is, yep. So that was the end of my attack step, because that all happened after I shot and killed. So now is the wipeout step. Ramshackle is wiping out. So you need to do a flip check. If you roll lower than your gear, you flip.
So 4 or lower. Yep.
All right, you take 2 automatic hits.
2 automatic hits. 1, 2.
You go forward medium straight.
Where's the medium at? Tony, where's the medium?
It's in your hands.
It is now. So crash.
All right, that is an actual collision. So you will be taking this collision. It is terrain.
Okay.
You are in 5th gear.
Mm-hmm.
It declares a smash.
Okay.
What do you declare?
Evade.
All right, so smash. The attack will be 3 hits.
3 hits. So, I mean, gear 5 still, right?
Yes.
Because we haven't.
Yes.
So, 2 hits.
2 hits go through. My car is removed from the board.
And
All
I'm
right.
at gear 1, right?
Yep. Now you reset to gear 1 and you discard all hazards. And I will rotate you 360 degree anyway. That looks like a good way.
All right.
All right.
So then my go.
It is your go.
I'm in gear 1, so I get to go.
You do. That's the beauty of wiping out in gear 1.
Let's see. I think we're going to do a backup. So yeah, we're going to do a hard backup.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
womp. Oh, well.
Oh, no. Here we go again.
Oh, but you know what? I forgot to. I'm going to hit that, but I got to do my rolls first.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
So
You get 1 free
get 1 free, shift,
for this template.
and shift, spin.
So
spin,
or
the spin won't happen,
spin won't happen.
but if I get a slide, I
Yeah.
would avoid that.
Absolutely.
So let's push, because I'm at 0 hazards, go up to 1, re-roll these 3. I can't re-roll this one because that's just signify my free shift.
Correct.
No,
Okay.
same thing. So we'll go cancel that out, shift up. So
Go to 2, cancel the hazard,
go to 2.
cancel from shifting up,
No. Oh, yeah.
or go to 3.
No, we're just going to cancel the shift
Okay.
up. Yep.
Sounds good.
So be at 1. I'm going to
Uh,
back up and bump into that.
All right, time. It declares a smash attack against you.
So I'm going to evade.
Okay.
Wait. Why are you rolling 5?
Oh, right, you changed gear.
I'm in
you
gear
were
2 now.
You're in gear 2 now.
Yep.
Good.
Woo!
1 hit.
All right. So evade. Nope. It's 1 more hit.
1 hit goes through. All right. Now's the awkward time
Where you have to do something with.
with Manic,
Yep.
who's in 4th gear.
Oh, we each get a fan vote for things blowing up.
Both of us had a card destroyed. So I tell you what's going to happen here. At the start of the activation, I'm going to spend the fan vote to drop down a gear.
So that way you can actually do something?
Yes, please. I am 3rd gear, 5 hazards. A predicament of a spot, but now I can select more templates.
We got these ones also.
Thank
So
you.
let's see. That's still good for where we're at because we've got both of our vehicles who... We had a lot just happen there.
What did happen?
Well, I like how we come back, we're like, we have 4 vehicles. 30 seconds later, we have 2 vehicles.
So, if you have enough votes, you can choose to respawn a vehicle, but you can only do that if you have no vehicles on the
right?
board.
Yep.
And you will respawn either you'll turn your car right side up, or you'll respawn at the last gate you passed.
If you're not on the board anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is important for me because Dancing Queen made it to this gate, so I'm not sent all the way back there.
Yep.
Now, 3rd gear, Manic's going to take a hairpin turn. This innately comes with a hazard.
Okay.
I'm at 6 hazards. I need to roll well here
In order to not wipe out.
in order to not wipe out, which will send me out for the rest of the entire round, which will basically hand you the game.
Yep. All right. You got this, Tony. You just need... You need 2 shifts, basically, right?
Basically. Yep.
Okay. That's not going to
It's a
do it
shift.
because you'll still be stuck.
And a hazard. If
That's
I push
6.
it, that won't be enough, I don't think.
If you push it, you go up to 7. If you roll
7.
2 shifts, you go down to 6 to 5.
That's
You have to
that's
push.
my option.
You have to push it and get 2.
That's my option.
Oh, just the one. Yeah. I was gonna
Jolly, your cousin Glenn says hello.
say. Hey, how's it going?
Hello. I don't know you. I appreciate you coming in.
You watch.
You've got family now.
You just missed-
You've got family to root for you.
Got family
Okay,
in
we
here
have
now.
Team Jolly versus Team Tony.
Got explosions and all kinds of cost stuff
Listen,
going on. All right,
The fan base, the fan art, it's going to go crazy.
all right, ready, go,
we
go, go, go.
Ah!
You're still there for now, Tony. You're still there for now. You're good because you'll be at 5.
I'll be at 5.
You'll be at 5.
And because I was in 3rd gear, I get to keep on going.
All right. So,
I'm still in. Now, his guns are hot.
yep. But I am not in your front arc.
You are not in my front arc at all.
No.
I really wanted to get that harpoon going off, but it'll have to deal until next time. So,
All right. My go.
gear phase 2.
All right. I'm going to spend one of these to go ahead and just shift up 1.
Wait, hold on. Hold up.
Wait. What?
That was the end of the gear phase.
Yeah.
So did you move the dice?
Oh, okay.
The
fine.
things.
I'm
people.
excited. We just
The
had
stuff.
stuff happen, and now this is
The
getting...
ceremonial passing of pole position.
Because we've done that every time so far. All right.
Do your things.
Yay! All right. So I'm going to spend one of these fan votes, audience votes, for you who like more syllables than I do.
Slillables.
And I'm going to shift up to gear 3, which also puts me up another hazard, just so I can be set and ready to do more.
Sure.
And then I'm going to select a gentle turn. We are going to do this nice and gentle like that.
Let's see if I can get a better angle for us here. Let's look at some head-on action.
All right, so that's the turn I'm going to take. And I said gentle turn. Was that the... No. Yeah, so gentle turn. But I don't care, whichever one.
Let's have the audience vote on this. He said gentle turn, but he laid down a regular turn. Which does he take? We'll give it a couple seconds while
All right.
that's coming in.
Either one's fine with me, but...
What I'm interested to see is how much this mine drop that you dropped a long time ago is going to come into play as we come back around.
Oh, it's going to come into play. That's why I like having it there. Gives you incentive to ramp.
We got to wait for some
We got a
lag.
consensus? Well, I'm going to roll my dice regardless. 'Cause
Okay.
we know when I'm not hitting anything.
Correct.
So I'm not hitting anything. I'm going to roll 3 of my dice. I've got a shift, a spin, and a slide. I mean, I will push to re-roll this.
Okay.
A hazard. All right. I'm already in gear 3, so that's fine. We'll cancel out the hazard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up 1 because of the spin.
Gotcha. And now we need to know, what was the winner? Regular turn or a gentle turn? Nobody voting?
Regular turn.
Whatever the template he put down.
Regular turn. Because I got that spin, so it really doesn't impact me much. So spin
Your parents will not save you, Tony.
like that.
I didn't care which
All right.
one it is. I just wanted our audience to
I'm at
actually
the
vote.
gate. So,
Yep, you're at the next gate. You've hit that threshold.
and I have more hazard than hull points.
Hey!
Fan vote!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh gosh, I have 5 whole points left on Manic Monday.
I mean-
Meeting it does not get the requirement. I have to beat it.
Someone
Yep.
said whatever messes up Tony, and it's in the first time chat. Maggio 2020. Is there another?
Is that my wife?
Yeah, is there another
Is that
Tony
my
in here
honey?
now?
Oh.
Jolly, you're just getting ganged up on, buddy.
Hi.
Well, she just said whatever messes Tony up, right?
Oh, she did.
She
Uh-huh.
did.
This
Uh-huh.
is
You have an ally now.
I have an ally.
Yes.
Yes.
It is your wife, Tony.
All right, Tony, it's your go.
It's my go. All right, we're gonna hit a gentle turn on Manic Monday, going in. Wah. Haha. Roll some dice. Roll some dice. 2. Wah.
Slide,
Double
slide.
slides. Absolutely not. I'm pushing that.
So up to 6.
Back up to 6, baby. Yeah.
Back down to 5.
I'm going to 4.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to 4. I'm in 3rd gear, so I don't care about changing my gears right now. So, whew. Move me forward, please. And now.
There we go.
I have a special weapon on this car. You have one on yours as well, but you haven't been able to use it. The range is double, meaning a long plus
Yep,
a
you
medium.
got it.
Is this the harpoon?
This is the
Trying
harpoon.
to do all day?
It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the harpoon. So, how this works is I roll 5 dice. None of these hits do damage. Instead, if one of them becomes unblocked, your car is rotated to face mine, kind of the harpoon being taut. If 2 of them go unblocked, then I'm going to pull you back medium, either short or medium. I'll double check it.
Okay.
So, 5 dice.
Oh, that's 2
I've got
unblocked.
2, 4, 6, 7,
I'm glad
hits
this. I'm
coming
glad
in.
this doesn't do damage.
and none of them do damage.
So you're just gonna pull me back medium then?
I'm going to pull you back.
Unless I roll 3 6s.
Yep, I need to check to make sure it's a medium and not.
Nope.
It might be short.
What does the 7 go unblocked?
Nothing.
No.
I know.
Bum bum bum.
Is a short.
Is a short.
So-
So I'm pulled
Whichever way is the closest to angle straight.
that
And now
and short back.
Now the fun thing is that if you were bigger than me, you were a heavyweight car, I would actually pull myself forward. But no, I yank you back and say, get over here.
All right.
And even though, okay, you're still out of range, if you were in range, I still couldn't shoot because you weren't in range to begin with of my handguns.
Okay. All right. So gear
That's-
phase 3 now.
Gear phase 3, moving up. We need to do the all-important ceremonial passing of the pole position, please.
Broke Engineer also says that they second whatever messes up Tony.
I'm at.
So, Jolly, your ranks are growing.
Now, quick question. What else can I do with fan votes? Since I've got tons of them.
How shall I spend
How shall
my
I spend
millions
my-
of dollars? Jolly's over here being the 1%er right now. All right, so we know that you can spend 1 vote to go up and down
Yep.
or to cancel hazards. You can spend 2 votes to put an enemy vehicle on 5 hazards.
Ooh.
You can spend 2 votes to reload an ammo token, if you had one, or you can spend 2 votes to take or give pole position or prevent its next move. And then finally, you can spend 3 to respawn a car, only if there are none on the board.
So when can I take pole position?
So you will basically snag it for next turn. Because we're already on the next thing.
Okay.
Or you would prevent it from passing over to you.
Okay.
It goes to you anyways, so there's no need
Yep.
to. So you could save it for next time so you could keep full position.
Okay.
All right, anyway, it's to me. I am going to go medium straight.
All right.
So it's
Which
going to
will
be
collide.
obviously be a collide. I've got
Yep.
a free, I'm going to roll my dice. I got a free shift from this. A slide shift. You know what? I'm going to cancel the slide. I'm going to shift up with my free one.
Okay.
So I'm going to go into my highest, which is 4.
All right. And then you're going to collide with the back end
Go
of Ramshackle. Boom.
All right, in this case, I'm going to declare a smash attack.
Evade.
Okay, so it is a rear end, so it is high gear minus low gear,
So you'll get 1 die.
I have
'cause I'm
4.
3 gear.
and I have a ram.
Yep.
So I roll 3 dice, hitting on 4s. That is a single crit for 2 hits.
2 hits. All right. And only 1 hit because I evaded 1.
So you take 1,
Down the 1.
and now you get 2 hazards.
2 hazards.
All right, I ignore my attack step because I'm in contact with something. I'm distracted. Now we move on to the wipeout phase.
All right.
Are you wiping out?
It looks like I am.
Alrighty. So we need to do that all-important flip check.
All right. So
Roll a die. If you roll less, then you are going to flip.
Nope. Not
All right.
flipping.
You do not flip. You do not take damage, but you reset to first.
Reset the first.
Drop all your hazards.
Drop all hazards.
And I will change your facing. And I am going to choose to not change facing
Okay.
because that would take me out of contact with you. And if I wanted to move forward, I'm going to change your facing. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm waffling. There we go.
All right.
That's it.
So then my go.
Yes.
All right. We're going to shift up a couple gears.
Ah, I should have changed your facing.
Womp, womp, womp. What are we in? Gear phase 3?
Yes.
So I'm shifting up to gear 3. And let's see. I will actually shift it up 1 more to 3. And we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So
Take the hazards.
gear 4, 3 hazards. And we are going to start moving again. Let's see. I am in 4, which I could still do that. Yep, we're just going to go medium straight. So medium straight. So it looks like it'll be good. I get a free shift, and I'm going to roll all 3 of my dice. So shift, hazard.
That's pretty good.
That's not too bad.
You got stuff to work with.
How do I want to do this? You know what? No, we're going to leave it like that. So cancel that out. I don't need to shift up, so I will just get rid of... Do I want to get rid of any? I don't even want to get rid of any. I like being at 3 because that'll give me another fan vote. So I'm just going to ignore those. I'm just going to cancel that 1, stay at 3, move.
There we go.
Like so.
Sounds good. All right.
And I don't think I'm within range of handguns because it's only
Medium.
medium. Yep.
Alrighty. Gear phase
And
4.
I get a fan vote because more hazards in Hall.
This is true. I've been sliming this entire time, and that has not gone off once for me. Dancing Queen died way too soon.
Fan vote. And then I get first go off the poll, right?
Yes, you do.
All right. You're at 5 hazards already?
Yes. So spending that to put me on 5 will not do
No,
anything.
will not do a thing. Let's see. Before I go, because I want to come around. I want to come around this way because gate 3 is back this way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to spend 1. It's going to put me back. Yeah, spend 1 to go down a gear.
Seeing the math flash
We're
before
going to
his
spend
eyes.
1 to go down a gear,
Go up a hazard.
and we're going to spend 1 to get rid of D6 hazards.
Automatically 1. That's all you... Oh, gotcha. Yep, go. 1.
Just 1.
That's karma coming back from that 6 you rolled
then-
earlier.
That was a big 6.
And then I'm going to hairpin turn.
And you're taking the hairpin in what gear?
Gear 3, which gives me a hazard.
Are you rolling skids?
I guess I should, shouldn't I? I'm getting excited, Tony.
You're very, very, very excited.
very excited. All right, so I got 1 automatic hazard from that.
As Jolly would say, cheating.
Cheating? Not cheating.
He's cheating.
No. Shortcutting. See? Look, you would have been better off let me not do that.
Cheating.
So we'll do that, get rid of that, and we're in gear phase 3, shift up, and stop it from going up. So I'm in gear 4, staying at 3 hazards. And that's a bit of a rough spot that I've got going on there, but that's fine.
It looks like you're in prime harpooning territory.
And I'm going to get
M.
another-
Maggio 2020 says Tony cheats at Monopoly. So
Oh, the worst kind of cheater.
No. I play Monopoly correctly.
Everybody thinks they played Monopoly correctly.
No
Fan
one's ever
vote.
played
Fan
Monopoly
vote.
correctly in the entire
Yeah.
history of Monopoly.
If you get 8,000 people together, you have 8,000 different rules for Monopoly.
And no one has ever been beaten either in Monopoly. They always say that. I've never been beaten in Monopoly.
All right, so we're going there in 4th gear. Nothing happens. So we're just going to roll some dice and see
Roll
where we
the
go.
dice. Shift.
Shifterinos. I'm going to drop 2 hazards because I'm scared.
All right, what we got
Go
going
here.
on?
Now, you are definitely within medium range.
Oh yeah.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to fire both weapons at the same time. Jolly, I would like to borrow one of your pinks to mark the
Don't you have
the
free
handgun.
crew?
I would like to borrow 2 of your pinks. So the pink dice will represent the handguns.
Okay.
Green dice will represent the harpoon. If you dodge them, you get to choose whether you want to dodge damage or harpoons.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 gunshots go off
And 1 harpoon.
and 1 harpoon, which if the harpoon goes through, your facing will change.
All right. So I've got 4 dice because I'm gear 4. I've got 1. I'm going to.
How much health do you have?
I'm dodging 1 to health.
Dodge 1
What-
health,
what are
taking
the-
1. And now, so when we change, it's whichever is closest. I could face you towards me, or I could face you away. You're equidistant at the moment, so it's my choice.
Oh, it's your choice?
Yes.
Okay.
So, hello.
All right. And that's it for that gear phase, right?
That is it for that gear phase.
Okay. So we're on gear phase 4.
5.
It says 5 now.
We're going to 5.
You're on 4.
We were
Were
on
we
4.
on 4?
Yes.
Oh.
He changed it to 4.
Okay. So then we're resetting because neither of us are. gear
Yeah,
5.
okay, so we go back through, we cycle, and now 1.
Yep. All right.
He keeps a whole lot faster. There's only 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I have pole position, and we're going to have some great fun here. And we're going to probably kill each other. See how badly this goes. I'm going...
You going straight? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, Tony. Don't be like that.
I'm doing a gentle...
Gentle.
I'm still going to hit you, but I'm hopefully going to line myself up if I survive. Yeah, I'm definitely hitting you still, but I'm going to get myself at a better angle, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
All right, roll your dice.
hitting you, rolling dice, spin hazard, absolutely not. I'm pushing that. Shift hazard, we'll just cancel that out flat.
All right.
There we go. All right, so this is a head-on collision.
It's a big old hit.
Both of our rams are involved here.
So we each roll 10 dice? Is that what's happening?
It's going to be pretty big. This is going to be chaos. Jolly, I declare a smash attack. Do you declare smash or evade?
I'm smashing.
Alrighty. So with a head-on attack, our gears are added to each other.
Yeah, 4 plus 4. Plus
And
2
then-
for Ram.
I don't have this much dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well-
7.
They're out. I've got 10.
I've got
Here.
8, 9. We know I'm in gear 4.
Okay. All right, roll yours first.
10 dice attack. None of us are evading, so all of this goes through.
Yep.
I need 1 to wreck
You
you.
just need 1 to wreck me. No. Are you going to do that? Tony, come on.
Oh, look, there's some 6s. Oh, okay. No, he's
All
dead.
right, so
Damage is simultaneous
I
in
would
this
laugh
game.
if you rolled those one at a time and got all 1s and 2s.
You've been like, what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. So we're both wrecks.
That's it. We're both wrecks.
All right. We should have just played like the battle arena.
Audience vote. Audience vote.
Audience vote. Audience vote.
Okay. Here we go with the wrecks. Forced short straight forwards for both of us. Woo. I go there. You go there. Some explosion checks.
Explosion check. Yes.
No. So you'll just remove yourself from the board, which is better for you. And I turn over. And everyone's dead, Jolly.
Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. We have an option. Do we want to call it here? Or do we want to go with some respawning rules and move on?
How much does it cost to even respawn?
3 audience votes.
So how do you get audience votes if you don't have any?
If you start your turn with no cars, you get 2 audience votes.
Okay. So we could respawn right away. Woo!
We could respawn, and why don't we make it that this is the final gate?
All right.
That's it? All right, so we're going to scooch that, and that's the final gate. We'll get this corridor.
All right. So I'll have pull, right?
You will have pole position.
I get 2 because I have no cars, so I go up to 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use 3 of them, go down to 1.
So
Wait. Did you just tell me that's what it was?
everything accelerates to the next round technically.
Oh, okay.
If you want, you can respawn and activate things in round 2 if you would like, in Gear Phase 2, because we go to Gear Phase 2 now.
Gear Phase 2. Yeah. That sounds good. Because it's 3 to respawn.
Mm-hmm.
3 to respawn because I have 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shift up 1 to 2. And then I'm going to go.
Hand me your votes.
So these are the 2 I had, the other 2. And I can respawn anybody I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're going with...
Yellow snow.
And can I line it up however I want here?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. So we'll go like that.
Yes.
All right. So then it's Gear Phase 2, so I get to activate since I
Yes,
shifted
you do.
up.
Yes, you do. This all happens before an activation.
So we're going to do a turn. No, yeah,
Are you gonna roll?
Let's. You know what? Do I want to roll? Yes, I do, because I want to try to get a spin actually. So that's 1 gear shift from that, right?
Not in 2.
Not in 2. Okay, so nothing. So we're going to go roll all 3 dice. That's good. We'll cancel that out. I'll take the 1 from the spin.
When you respawn with half of your hull points, I should
Okay.
say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 6. Okay. So that's 6. So I go up 1 hazard to 2. I've got my spin. Or... Oh my goodness.
Is that about your center point? I don't think that was about your center point, sir.
Let's see. No.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to spin that way. Like that.
Alrighty.
And then it's gear phase. So that, do you want to spawn?
I have an option to go. I am going to choose not to spawn yet.
Okay.
Because I would spawn on the board and effectively do nothing while you run.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
I
want
get 2
take
because
your
I
2?
start. And then now we go to gear phase 3. Pole position passes to me.
Yep.
So I start the turn with nothing. I get 2 more audience votes. I'm going to spend 3 to respawn the queen. Dancing Queen comes on the board.
Yep.
I am going to spend... See, even with this, it's not enough. I can only
Nope.
shift up... Wait, no, I
yeah,
start in
yeah.
first. The math is right.
Yep.
The math is right. I shift up into 3rd gear. Get 2 hazards. So she's at 3rd gear, 2 hazards. And now we move on. Going to hit a gentle turn. We're being very original here today.
Center that on your car, Tony.
Thank you. Shaky hands. I'm sorry. 3 dice. That's bleh. That's very gross. I'm gonna re-roll that. That's much better. So 3rd gear, I get nothing from this. So cancel that hazard and go up a gear into 4th
Yep.
at 4 hazards. And we go. We say howdy doody. And now we move on to your turn.
I'm in gear 2
You're in
because
gear
I
2?
forgot to shift up.
Uh-oh.
I know.
And no audience votes?
No audience votes at the
Oh,
moment.
no.
Oh, wait. No, no audience
No
votes.
audience votes. All right. That means gear phase 4, the Dancing Queen is ready to go. We're going to hit a regular turn, I believe. Normally, this would give me a hazard, but if we remember, Delicate Touch perk allows me to ignore that.
All right.
All right, roll some dice. Shift, shift,
You
slide.
don't want that slide, but do you want
Don't
to
want
re-roll
that
it?
slide. I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to go up into 5th gear.
All right.
Puts me at 5 hazards. Okay.
Gear 5.
Yep, and I'm at 5 hull points. So much of the same is going to happen here. I'm going to choose a gentle turn, not get a hazard because of Delicate Touch. And we're going to roll. We're just going to keep this going. Keep the conga line. Shift, shift, spin. I actually love that result. I'm going to drop 2, and then I'm going to resolve the spin and gain 1.
Okay.
Go here, and then I will angle myself. There we are.
All right. So now we're going on to next round, right?
The very beginning, yep, because no one's in 6.
Next round. All right.
So that one was technically your start, because we did the last one with me. That one was supposed to be you if you wanted to spend votes,
So,
because I went twice in a row, so it's back to me then.
okay.
Okay. I believe I'm going to go long.
All right.
I'm in 5th gear, so I can't take a. I can only take a gentle, a swerve, or a long. So I'm going to choose a long. We do that. Roll some dice.
Roll them dice.
There we are. That's the finish.
Yep. That's
Spinnerino. I'm going to push it to roll 2.
so you're up to 5 hazards.
Mm-hmm. I am going to use my momentum perk to lock in this spin to re-roll this spin. There we go. Shift, shift, spin.
You can lock that in and re-roll it even after you've done a push.
There's no timing on it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do much of the same thing that I just did. I'm going to drop 2 hazards, and then I'm going to gain 1 from the spin.
Okay.
So I go forward, and then I angle myself.
All right.
There we are.
So I am going to gentle turn.
Here, I'll center that for you. I'm looking at it head on.
Okay. Whew. And we are definitely going to do some rolling. Nothing for gentle turn in gear 3, right?
Nope.
So shift, shift, spin. That sounds about perfect. We're going to shift up. And
I had a whole bunch of shooting I could have done, but I just didn't do it.
Nope.
You know, I actually didn't want to do it because slime, and you would have gotten so many hazards and hull points. Tactical decisions, folks. Tactical decisions.
then we're going to take that down, and we're going to resolve the spin. So we'll go here. Let's spin. And it's time to shoot.
Yeah.
So heavy machine gun, which
3 dice is double range. Ooh. Hold on.
Oh no, it might not be it. It is.
I will
just
give it to
barely.
you. I will give it to you. Shoot me.
Woo, that was close. 3 dice. Come on, all the 6s.
1 6.
1 6, 2 hits.
I'm in 5th gear. I will take 2 hits.
2 hits.
And that is, I believe, turned on my slime. Uh-oh. Alrighty, next.
Pole position's mine.
Pole position
Pole
passes.
position's mine. So we go up to 2. This is getting close. So in gear 3, I can go medium. So we'll go medium.
There we are.
And I get 1 shift result, and I'm going to roll 3 dice.
Not
Shift,
terrible.
shift, slide, but this I don't like the slide though.
Cancel that slide.
Yeah, we're just going to keep that. Cancel that slide.
Shift up once, cancel the hazard.
Shift
Shift up twice,
Up.
take both hazards.
once, then cancel, cancel. Yeah.
There we are.
Well, shift, and then yep. So down to 2.
We're going at lightning speed. This is usually how a death race goes. The first few gates are a slog and a bloodbath, and then eventually 1 or 2 cars is able to peel away from the pack and zip to the finish line.
All right.
It's
so,
that
oh,
you've got medium.
pistols in there too now. So
4
heavy
dice?
machine gun and pistol. 4 dice. So how many hit points you got left? 4?
I've got 3.
3? Come on.
3 hits.
3 hits.
I'm in gear 5.
Ooh. No, 2.
2.
So you're down to 1.
Down to 1. And I threw my pencil all the way across the room.
And it's your go, Tony.
All right, I'm choosing a long straight.
Yep.
I am not afraid of the dice.
Do it. You got this, Tony. Oh yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah, so cancel
2
that,
shifts and a-
drop down.
We're right on the edge here. He's got 1 hit point. He's going to win with 1 hit point.
I know. You're going to give a 1 shot at him left?
I don't think I will. It'll be close. He's in 5th, so
I'm going to choose to drop down a gear, actually, go into 4th. And I'll be at my threshold of 5. At the end of my turn,
all right.
Slime finally activates for me. I have more hazards than hull points.
Yep.
I get an audience vote.
An audience vote. About time you got one of those.
Yay! Pole position passes.
Pole position.
Here we go. I take a regular turn.
All right. Ooh, this is going to be close.
I roll the dice.
You rolling them?
Am I rolling them?
Are you rolling them?
Jolly, if I wipe out and the wipeout sends me over the edge, then that is even better. I'm rolling them.
You're rolling them? Do it. Oh.
Slide, slide, spin. Absolutely
Well,
disgusting.
you don't want those slides.
I'm going to go up to 6 hazards and re-roll. Spin and shift. So I actually want to wipe out. So I'm going to keep everything here. So no matter if you wipe out or wreck, as long as I touch the finish line, that's it.
Is it?
That's it. Because
Well, let's
you
see.
move
I
before
think
you become a wreck.
You got the finish line even before that.
So that's it. Do we want to see if I wipe out?
Yes.
See you wipe out.
Alrighty.
Yep, the quarter of your card gets there.
So I'm in 5th gear. I went back up with that roll.
Okay.
I have a 2/3 chance of wiping out here. Unfortunately, if I wipe out, I will not die because I have the roll cage. So that is the most that will happen here. 4 or less. I wipe out.
You wipe out,
That is a forced medium straight movement.
which puts you just further through the line. That's really it, because you're not going to hit anything.
Nope.
Nope.
And I screech all the way through the gate.
Oh,
That's the game.
1 hit point left. Good game.
Well raced, sir.
I got excited and forgot to shift up a gear back there after we respawned.
Oh yeah, this. I love this game. This, if you want a super tactical and strategy-based game, don't play this. This is chaos incarnate. There's so much happening, and things are going to go wrong, and things are going to go wrong fast. That's the beauty of it. You've got to be good with dying. You got to be good with taking damage and making mistakes, and then just rolling with the punches.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why I love this.
You know, we didn't get to the ramp, though.
We never got to the ramp.
Never got to the ramp.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine. You're the one that
That'll be-
disappointed somebody by not getting to the
I
ramp.
did, because we shortened up the finish line. Sorry. Speaking of, all of the terrain, the gates, the gas station, the ramps, those were all provided by one of the community members here, Stephen Weber. Thank you, Stephen. Shout out for that. I apologize for not flying over the ramp. It was going to be glorious, but, you know, we've only got so much time in the day. Jolly, what do you think of this game?
I like this game a lot. As a matter of fact, I've showed my dad this game, and that's where I made my 3 vehicles I have tonight. Is me and my dad watched movies one night and put together cars. So
Nice.
I've got him. He's got cars. He bought the rule book. I still need to show him the game and teach him the game because we spent the night making it. So I like it, and it's something that I'm hoping my dad will like, so that
Yeah.
way we have a game to play.
So it's not going to be a little, it's going to be a little bit before we play Gaslands again. But the next time we play, we're going to be doing a couple shorter scenarios on a death arena. So it'll just be a murder fest then without the racing aspect.
So it'll just be what most of this was already.
It's going to be great. Yeah. All right.
How many yaks?
That's the question of the here.
You go first.
Okay. This might be controversial, but this is going to be my first 5-yak game. It is not, so the yaks don't mean, like I said, that it's super strategy, super tactical. The yaks for me go for enjoyment, ease of the rules, and even though I'm still making critical decisions throughout the entire game. This is still a great skirmish game I can really grab my hands into, really wrap my mind around, and have a great time the entire way through. There's close to no feels bad moments for me in this. And so because of those reasons, this is Tony's first 5-yak game.
All right. I'll give it a 3.5 yaks. 2 reasons for me
Okay.
is that between gate 1 and 2 just sometimes slogs a little bit.
It does.
So once we got past gate 2 and everything that happened all the way to the end was a blast. That first part there it's a little slow getting through that, and sometimes just a little bogged down. And I have played this game before, and I will say I love it 2-player. If we're talking 2-player rating, probably a 4 or 4.5 yaks. More than taking the whole game kind of in mind. With more than 2 players, that's why I give it a 3.5, because on death races, sometimes you end up with somebody who sits there for a while. They've had cars wiped out and they're stuck on gear 1.
Definitely. If you're going to play with more than 2 players, 3 death race is a maybe. Lower the can cost for it, or be prepared for a longer game. But if you've got 3 or more players, look at the different scenarios. This game has more than just death race and the arena. It's got some other scenarios like a zombie horde coming in, or you guys are big game hunters going after mutants in the wasteland. So there's way more scenarios you can play, all with awesome rule sets, and they adding new things into this game. So more players, start looking at other options than a death race.
Yep. Yeah. But my personal favorite is a death race. It's just fun, and I love it 2-player. I feel bad for the person who wipes out really quick in 3-player though, and just kind of sits there for 20, 30 minutes watching other people go through gear phases. But very solid game. Love the car building aspect of it. The fact that you could go buy Hot Wheels, and you could even buy semi-truck Hot Wheels and make war rigs, is awesome. And it's just a really fun...
Is the scale Hot Wheels, or could you get like one?
You can do whatever scale you want as long as everybody's just...
There is a suggested scale of, I believe, 1 to 72.
172? Okay.
which Hot Wheels is what, 164?
It's really close in there, and even the creators themselves, they use Hot Wheels. So anything that's Hot Wheels scale, you're pretty much good. You could even go probably a little bit bigger.
Okay. But yeah, biggest thing is, do you have enough space on your board for whatever scale you're going? So if you go huge scale, put it on the living room floor.
Yep. The rulebook for this even has a campaign mode, where you and your team, you get to build up over a series of games and get points, and there's a narrative to it and everything. So if you're interested in Gaslands, we highly suggest you check it out. Here at the Guardtower, we have a community of players. We do some meetup and games every other or every few Saturdays. We'll organize something. I know this weekend and next weekend I'm running a workshop where you can come in and create your own cars. I've got plenty of bits and extra Hot Wheels and things that you can glue toy guns on your toy cars, and then we'll ram them into each other just like we did at Kids, but only now with rules.
That's Guardtower East if you're local.
Yeah, if you want to come in, it's at the Guardtower East rather than the West.
With rules and dice, just like an adult to do that to some toy cars. Smash them into each other, but you have to follow the rules.
You do. If you are not local, or you don't want to meet up, or you don't have the time, you can still pick this up. Like I said at the beginning, all you need to play the game that you need to buy is the rule book. We sell the rule book at both Guard Towers and on our web store. So you don't even have to leave your couch. You can just click and buy it. And then everything else is provided by you. They have templates in the back of the book you can cut out. You can use just a regular D6 instead of buying special dice. You only need a couple of Hot Wheels and the book.
Or you could go to Etsy and find some amazing templates and dice.
That's where I got mine.
I was about to say, support some people that are on Etsy that are making awesome little products for this.
All right.
All right. Next week, we're going to be playing Warhammer 40K Kill Team. This is going to be Tony's first time playing this game.
My second GW game, first time playing Kill Team.
It'll be his first time playing through a whole game. I am going to teach him it beforehand because it does have a bit to it. So I'm going to teach it to him beforehand so that way we're not going through all of the rules and we can get right into it. But that's what we're going to be going on next week. Who are you playing next week?
Next week, I am playing I believe they're called the Karskins.
The Kazarkin, I think, or Karskins. I don't know if it's Karskin or Kazarkin. What is it?
I think Karskins.
Karskins? Okay.
They're in the Imperial Guard, which they're just kind of the dudes who who are surrounded by the giant space marines. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm playing the dudes. What are you playing?
I'm playing Necrons, the new Necrons, the Herotech Circle. I think it's the Herotech Circle.
We know lots of things here.
The thing that we're going to do, though, we're not going to play it on the Shadow Vaults indoor Space Hulk map because we've been seeing tons of people do that. We're going to play it on the outdoor map just to see how these two kill teams do with that, and also see how Tony does. See if Tony can do another squeak out a win at the very end.
A recipe for success. Yeah, the score is 2-1.
2-1, and both of yours you squeaked out.
Yeah,
at the very
got
end.
in. It's the story of my life, man. I believe the question, though, that our producer, dear Sean, is asking is, how's your painting coming for the Necrons?
Oh, I'm not getting any more warnings.
Yeah,
No more warnings. They're gonna be painted.
If
Tony, let me ask you this question then back. I've got paint on my models. How about you?
Don't have paint on my models, but
Look who's
I've got a
ahead.
whole weekend
Look who's
and my
ahead.
wife's going out of town.
Arskin weekend.
All right,
We're
so
gonna get some contrast experiments going with this.
So that'll be next week.
Yeah.
As always, I'm Jolly,
And I'm Tony.
and this is Tabletop. We'll
See
see
you-
you next week.
Bye-bye.